Welcome to BurghTakes, hosted by Kaleb, Miles, and Logan. For all black and gold sports, it all starts here, nestled on the mighty Pittsburgh rivers.
Root for our home team, a new pirate generation, everybody shout, let's go Bucs!
Welcome back to BurghTakes for episode 20. I'm your host, Kaleb, joined by my two co-hosts, Miles and Logan. How are we doing this weekend?
Amazing.
I'm having the best day ever.
Hey, we're in episode 20. 20 episodes in. We've been dialed.
Hey, 5 months, too.
Yeah, 5 months.
Insane, actually.
It really is.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Well, diving into the Pirates against the series against the Marlins. Again, every series we're going to have with this team is going to be super important. Game 1 against the Marlins, this was in Miami. Yuri Perez got them out. He went 7 innings, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 7 strikeouts. Skenes went 5 innings, 5 hits, and 4 strikeouts with 1 earned run, and Yohan Ramirez closed out the game with a solid performance with 3 innings and 5 strikeouts. Skenes was, an okay game. Kind of surprising. He got pulled with 65 pitches. Not really surprising, but it kind of was until you realized why he was pulled, because of his velocity. It was a bit down, that Don Kelly, that's what he said. The Pirates couldn't really get anything going this game. We only had 4 hits this game, and the Marlins did win 2-0. So your guys' thoughts, I'm going to open up the floor to Logan. Was the Paul Skenes pull justified? Do you agree with it?
Oh, I mean, Miles was making a face, so I feel like we should go to him first.
No, I'm just listening. I didn't know the velocity. I mean, if you say that is the quote, I mean, why pull him on his velocity now when it's been down all year? I mean, the guy stunk. I mean, he hasn't been good. I don't know. I mean, Yohan Ramirez has been a better pitcher all year. Yohan Ramirez has been a better pitcher than Paul Skenes in 2026.
Yeah. No, I mean, Miles, you're right. Yohan, I was going to say Yohan's definitely been, I was going to say too, like as soon as I heard the news that like Paul Skenes was going to get sad, I was like, Yohan Ramirez coming to save the day. I mean, it's just, the one thing I will say is like about the velocity thing, I do agree, like why take him out now? But like, I feel like in this game, especially, it really did look down. Like, I mean, the fastball was like topping out at like 93, 94. Like, I know you're shaking your head, but it was.
It was, though. That's crazy.
It literally
That's
was.
A big dip.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That is a huge dip.
Well, and also I will say it's justified to take him out after 60.
It's been a whole huge dip.
Well, I mean,
sorry,
go ahead.
Logan.
No, go ahead. No, you go ahead. If
I'm
you're
just
talking
hearing
about
you guys.
that.
Oh, it's been 93. What are we talking about? It has not been 93.
It's
it
average is 97, right? 96 between 97. That dipped to 93.
Its fastball's been sitting at 95 if you watch the games.
Dude, I'm saying in this specific game, it did not look good, Miles. Like, I mean,
he didn't look good. I'm not arguing that he looked good.
Well, and also like the fact that like I kind of get why it's like a debate, like, oh, he only pitched 65 pitches, but like whenever you look in the past couple games, like when Skenes has gotten into his deep pitches, deep outings, he's gotten into issues. Like he's gotten into bases loaded jams or runners on second and third jams, which sometimes he gets out of, sometimes he doesn't. And like I feel like it's better to not take that toss up and put in Yohan Ramirez, who went 3 innings and 0 earned runs. And like, so like to me, it's just, I don't know. It feels justified in my opinion. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with it.
Well, you're completely right. And I mean, I'm just sticking up for Skenes a little bit here, but you're completely right in that notion, besides the fact that the starters haven't been good if you look at the ERAs. So, I mean, we want, as long as we talk about it, like we want them to shorten the ball games, but I mean, so they don't have to turn to the bullpen, but this is the first time that we've seen them actually turn to the bullpen instead of shortening games. You know what I mean? This is the first time we've seen them turn to the pitching committee rather than letting their starter extend the game. They rather would let their guys do it. So I know, Logan, you got something to say on that.
Well, no, I was going to say, too, it's like I feel like the problem we were talking about earlier, too, is like when Paul Skenes did go deep, or like our starters did, I think like the stat was like when our starters pitched like 6 innings or 7 innings, like we had a better record than when they didn't. And like you said, like it's a complete switch now where it feels like we're going more into the committee. So I mean, it feels like it's just a change because I mean, like, and it's insane too because like I mean, remember the beginning of the season? It's like you're talking about how good this starting pitching staff is and all this shit. Oh, and how bad the bullpen is. That's our problem. That's our problem. And now it feels like the bullpen is becoming better than the starting rotation at some points in some games. Like it feels like we can't get it all figured out at the same time.
Well, it's also our hitting too. Is like, we only
Yeah,
had
that
fucking
it's
four
on
hits
and
this game
off.
too. So
It's
it's
on and
just
off.
it is. Diving into game 2 against the Pirates versus Marlins, Jason Junk got the mound. He went 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts. Another start for Carmen Mlodzinski. He went 2 innings, 5 hits, 4 earned runs with 1 strikeout. The bullpen played all right. Luke Batcher struggled a little bit, but Junk did have a good game. Not a lot of strikeouts, but he really kept getting a lot of outs, which got him to get to those 6 innings. Pirates, again, only had 6 hits. Couldn't really come up with anything. Only had 2 runs. Nick Gonzalez led the way with 2 hits, and Ronnie Simon led the way with 2 hits. We started to seeing a little frustration at the end of the game. And Pirates did lose this game 8-2 to the Marlins. Honestly, Carmen's been struggling his past, I guess, 2 starts since Mitch Keller went out for the season. So I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on Carmen. But I mean, I've been seeing him struggle a lot. Logan, what do you think?
Well, I was gonna say, like, I mean, it's just a transitional period, I guess. I mean, like, whenever you kind of get, I mean, we all knew it was gonna be a transitional period going to the bullpen. I mean, no, actually, I'm gonna take that back because he was in the bullpen before, so I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm gonna take that back. But it's just, it feels weird because it's like it's like you were fighting to like not go to the bullpen. You'd go to the bullpen, you do good, and then all of a sudden you become a starter, and you come back to being a starter, and now it's like you're shit in the bed. I don't know. Carmen's just
Ego's
been
louder
disappointing.
than his arm.
Yeah, I mean,
Ego's
yeah,
louder than his arm.
yeah.
And he was playing all right in the bullpen, I felt like. I guess late of, but it's just ever since he got the starting role, he hasn't looked good. I mean, he did have some times where, like, obviously, I think he had a rain delay issue, and then he came back or whatnot.
Yeah.
But still, I don't give him anything benefit of the doubt. He hasn't been good at all.
Well, also this game too. It's like if you're saying like Ronnie Simon's leading us in hit, he's leading the way for us. It's like that's how you know it's not a good game. I'm not. I like Ronnie Simon, but like that's how you know it's not a good game.
It's just our hitting hasn't been there at all since the
I
All-Star
don't
break.
wanna-
Seriously.
I don't want to cut in anything, and I meant to save this for the later game, but the fact that you say you like Ronnie Simon, I mean, just pisses me off
I'm
so
not gonna
much.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. You are right. I remember that now. I completely forgot about last night. I
don't know.
Well, we can talk about it later, but those defensive
Yeah.
errors were insane. That my respect for Ronnie Simon went down.
His
I didn't know about
presence
that.
makes me mad.
Yeah.
Well, let's just dive into the next game, into game 3 against the Marlins. Tyler Phillips got the mound. He went 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned run with 6 strikeouts. Ashcraft went 9 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run with 10 strikeouts. His first complete game as an MLB starter. Ashcraft threw only 85 pitches with 64 of those coming from strikes. Really efficient game by him. And Pirates did lit up the Marlins, top to bottom, obviously. Flores, he went 2 for 5. Jerry Triolo went 3 for 4 with a home run. Gonzalez had a home run. Magnum had 3 hits. And Valdez also had 2 hits, sorry. And Pirates did win 13-1. But the Marlins did obviously win the series 2-1. Your thoughts over on the series, and a way to end, I guess, this series, Logan?
Yeah, I mean, way to end the series. I mean, after 2 bad starts, you go out there and you have Braxton Ashcraft throwing a fucking complete game with 85 pitches. I mean, holy shit. Like, and 10 strikeouts on 85 pitches. That's just insane to me. Like, I know, like, last episode, we were low-key talking about how, like, it's like he's kind of been on the little... I remember I specifically said he looked fatigued and he looked like he wasn't as good in the first half of the season. And he come out and he shut me right up. I mean, holy shit, what a performance.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I have to ask you both, and I mean, I know we're a little bit late on this conversation because it was obviously a game day type of conversation, but when it's 13-1, I mean, I know you haven't had a starter, do a complete game all year, but do you keep him in there? I mean, especially when it's late in the season, he's a rookie arm, or not rookie, but, a young arm. You're trying to worry about the innings pitched. So, I don't know. I mean, we're talking about the innings. We're talking about the workload. So, I mean, I don't know. We have to have this conversation. Is is it almost bad that he went and completed the game? I mean, as weird as that sounds, it's like it's 13-1. You could have easily let a weaker bullpen arm that you acquired at the deadline close that thing out and saved Ashcraft for his next start.
Well, I will. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. I agree with what you're saying, Miles. I can see that. I can see that point of view of how, like, save him. It's like you got the win locked up. I get that. But whenever I saw this and when you watch the performance, at least in my head, it's like when you see that, like you see like history being made, that can be like something that like, okay, holy shit. I mean, like that's
what
like
are we talking about? Paul Skenes got pulled on no-hitter watch after 7. If we're watching about history, then we're not worried about history.
No, I mean, if you would let me get to my
we're a
fucking
team that
point.
needs to be worried about the playoffs, not about a history book. Not about a history book.
If you would
this team
let
isn't
me
worried
get
about
to my fucking point. If you would let me get to my... No, I'm saying, like, dude, this, like, whenever I first saw this, I'm like, dude, this could be a fucking thing that, like, rejuvenates us. Going out there and seeing this guy lead us to a complete game. Like, 85 pitches, a dominant performance. This could be a fucking thing that fucking, like, lifts us up because we've been in a downswing. Keep shaking your head, but I don't give a fuck. What are you talking about?
That's all on managerial decisions.
Whatever.
There was tons of pitchers this whole season that had chances to go for complete games, but Don Kelly didn't let them.
But I'm fucking saying it's a different situation. You guys have been in a downswing.
So why should Ashcraft? Why should Ashcraft be? Well, why? Why do that?
Because he threw 85 fucking pitches, Miles.
Yeah, I mean,
but
he's
it's
right.
better
He threw
than
85 pitches.
But it's
no. That's what it comes down to.
What's the matter?
You're acting like he fucking threw 120 pitches like Tim Lincecum.
What do you mean save his arm? If you want to go deep in October, you're going to need that guy to start the playoff. Are you retarded?
Oh my god.
Are we gonna go deep in October? No.
I mean, I feel like if you're
if that's the goal, you want to care about that guy instead of some mediocre mid-season fucking.
I don't think.
Accolade.
To me,
Who cares about an 85 pitch shutout? Who cares? It wasn't even a shutout. It was one pitch. What? All his history. He didn't even shut him out. I
mean, dude, like, you're just being fucking retarded. Outing. 85 pitches. Oh my god, dude.
Hey.
Like, I mean.
Well, the Marlins did win the series 2-1.
Give it 5 years, you'll forgive that. You'll forget about that outing ever exists. Give 2 years, you'll forget about that outing ever existed.
All right, I'll give you that point, but I was literally just saying, like, given the context of the fucking season, Miles, it's a momentum shifter. That's what I was trying to fucking say.
We don't need momentum shifter, mental boost, accolades. We need actual streaks put together, and we don't have them.
And that's what I'm fucking talking about, Miles. I'm saying that this is a streak starter. What the fuck are you talking about?
How is it a streak starter? How is it a streak starter? How is one performance a streak starter?
Dude, because we fucking... Okay, I'm just saying, like, I know, like, I'm going to go ahead in this fucking series. We scored 13 runs in this fucking outing, and in the next fucking outing, we scored, what, fucking 10 plus? I don't know, eight runs. So 21 runs in those 2 game span. Yes, we got shut out the next game. But then the next game, guess what? We put up, what was it? Fucking, God damn it, I can't see it. 8 runs again. It's like, dude, since that, we've looked better. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
Because they were forced to have a closed-door meeting.
And then we look better in Boston.
They were forced to have a closed-door meeting. They were forced to have a closed-door meeting. They were forced to have a closed-door meeting because they know how embarrassing this team has looked.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
You could take your 85 pitch. You could take your 85 pitches and shove it right where the sun don't shine. That gets you nowhere. That doesn't get you a playoff spot.
All right, let's move on to the next fucking game because I feel like we've been yelling at each other for enough time.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna jump in.
No, Caleb, you got to give your opinion on that.
No, I mean I agree. I just keep his arm or whatnot, like, but still, I feel like 85 pitches is super efficient for a complete game. Like, that's just my opinion. And I understand it doesn't do anything.
Why do you need him to go for a complete game when it's 13-1?
Well, why bring in the bullpen and then them fucking blow it up?
Because it's 13-1.
They could have fucking lost the game if they brought in the bullpen.
You just spent the whole fucking farm on the bullpen this offseason. Or
And
not
they
even
could
this
have blew that shit.
deadline.
And
This
they could have blew
deadline.
that shit. They could have blew that shit. Hey, but diving into game one against the Red Sox versus the Pirates, Jake Bennett got the mound, bro. I'm not even. We're gonna move on. I don't.
I
I
feel like
don't
we should.
like. I don't agree with that at all.
He's confusing me too because I don't get I don't get it. I mean, dude, I'm sorry. This is the last thing I'm gonna bring up too, dude. If we're talking about saving arms and like, then we should have pulled a Tariq Skubal and said, well, you can't pitch Paul Skenes no more in the fucking World Baseball Classic. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
He just pitched 65 pitches.
Dude, and then he got bitched, and then he got benched. That's what happened, because he's a fucking ass.
I'm just saying
ass.
there's no consistency among it. What
I'll
are you
agree.
doing? What mental win do you have to get for an 85 pitch 13-1 shutout? You're not making the playoff. What mental benefit does that give you?
Well, you literally said he's a rookie, right? So, I mean, like...
He's not a rookie. He's a second year, but whatever.
Well, I mean,
My
yeah,
fucking
like...
ego.
But I mean, dude, he kind of needs his ego. I mean, also, I'm just gonna say this too. Like, I mean, ego boost, bring it in.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't need the ego. Our
Ego
most viewed
boost.
clip on this channel, our most viewed clip has been Ashcraft is the best pitcher. Well, now what? You know, you are the best pitcher. Good job on your complete game. Skenes doesn't have one. I mean, it was a Mickey Mouse complete game. Fuck that guy. I mean, he can't
he's
go.
still
He can't
better
go.
than Skenes, though.
No, he isn't.
This
We'll
season,
see that.
yes, he is. Yes, he is. This
What you
season,
guys think?
yes,
Do you
he
guys think
is.
Skenes are better or Ashcraft was better? Let us know in the comments. Moving away, going into game one against the Red Sox versus the Pirates, Jake Bennett got the mound. He went 4 innings, 5 hits, 4 earned runs with 6 strikeouts. Chandler got the mound. He went 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs with 5 strikeouts. Solid game by Bubba and the bullpen. The Pirates did lit up the Red Sox pitchers. Brian Reynolds led the way with 2 hits. And the Pirates did win 8-4. Not really much I have to say for this game at all. Honestly, Bubba's
I feel like
been
after
pretty
the last
solid.
one,
I mean, Bubba's been
I
pretty
mean,
solid. I don't really have much
yeah,
to say. I mean,
that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. Is Bubba Chandler's been really like, I mean, he's really like. We talk about him like being disappointing, but he's actually kind of like making do on his potential. I mean,
especially
The
in the second
velocity.
half.
The
Especially in the
velocity.
second half.
I just want to see him learn one more pitch. And I know it's
Yeah.
too early for us to talk about that because it's like in the middle of the season, like, oh, he had a good outing, but like he just looks so limited when you only have 3.
No, I don't think that's too early. I don't think it's too early to talk about it because I swear we've talked about it before. Like whenever he was having his woes in the beginning of the season, it's like,
But
dude,
it feels bad when he has a decent outing. We're like, oh, well, you got to do more.
You're right, but like at the same time too, it's like, how long is this hot streak gonna last? Like, you know, it's like
Yeah.
it feels good to watch him and like see him do good, but like at the same time, in the back of my head, I'm waiting for him to get that bad outing. I'm waiting for him to get that bases loaded, you know, fucking guy hits a triple or whatever, you know, because like he still is young, he still makes those mistakes, and it's like, but from the past games, he's looked solid. He's like I said it last episode, he looked like one of our best pitchers, at least top 2 in the past couple outings.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Come on, Caleb, say something. Come on, what the fuck?
I have nothing else to say. I just think exactly what you said. Bubba Chandler.
Well,
really
Caleb,
good.
where would
I
you
don't-
rank Bubba Chandler? Is he your top 3
All
pitcher
right.
right now?
If I see him on the mound, I want to watch.
Okay, let's ask this. Since we
That
were
wasn't
just
the
talking,
question. I mean,
No,
that's
no.
a great. I mean,
Can we? I
you
want to
should
ask
want to
this.
watch
Sorry, sir.
regardless. You're in BurghTakes.
I was gonna say no. I was gonna say
haven't-
since we just talked about Ashcraft, if we can rank the 3, because we all know Paul Skenes hasn't been doing that good lately. So I mean,
I'm
like,
going
we're all-
first.
you know, okay. Paul, Ashcraft, Jared Jones, Bubba Chandler. What's your number 1, number 2, and number 3, Caleb?
Okay, I got Chandler, Jones, Ashcraft, and Johan Ramirez, and then Skenes is last on my list because he's fucking dog shit. He's fat ass.
That's a W list. That's a W's in chat. W's in chat. That's a W
Letting me
list.
go.
I agree with you in top 3.
Mhm.
That's my first thought.
And
is
Johan
Bubba-
Ramirez at 4.
No, I'm not gonna say all that, but that's your
Okay.
take, buddy. But I
I
mean,
think Johan
Bubba-
Ramirez has been the best pitcher. If you are to be honest, you're
Well, no, but that's
laughing.
not-
He has the
but that
best
wasn't
ERA.
no,
There's
but
no,
no, I'm laughing because that wasn't the question. That wasn't the question.
per
switched it up.
starters.
Yes, that's what I asked. I said Jones, Ashcraft, and Chandler. What's 1, 2, and 3? Because those have been the best pitchers in the second half.
I do Jones. I would do it in that order that you said: Jones, Ashcraft, Keller,
I can see that because
Keller,
Jones do good. Jones is
or
good.
not Jones, Craft, Chandler. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, going into game 2 against Jared Jones had the smile for this game. In game 2 against the Red Sox, Sonny Gray got the mound. He went 7 innings, 6 hits, 0 earned runs with 7 strikeouts.
That
Jared
game was
Jones,
bad.
talking
Yeah.
about Jared Jones, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run with 7 strikeouts. Luke Weaver gave up 3 earned runs in 34 plus innings. He only gave up 1 earned run. Jones did look good this game, but obviously Luke Weaver did struggle. It was a
Well,
1-score game in the 9th inning. Pirates only had 6 hits, but couldn't spare a run. Valdez had 2 hits. Magnum had 2 hits. Lau had 2 hits, and Forrest had 1 hit. And Red Sox shut us out 4-0. We could have won this game.
Yep.
I know we can blame it all on Weaver, but still, I felt like we should have.
No,
in
we gotta
runs?
blame it on
No.
one thing: that chest hair.
I was gonna say that. Come on,
That
dude.
shit. Oh, sorry.
No,
I mean, come
no.
on, go hit it. Go
I
get
was
it.
gonna say, Jared Jones, button that fucking jersey up. What are you doing? Because, dude, I'm watching that game and they keep showing him on the mound. I'm like, I know in his head, he thinks he looks like the baddest fucking dude on earth right now. Dude, like, you
How
look
long
like a
button did he
fucking
have
chud.
that? I didn't see
You
it.
look like
I
a
didn't watch
chud.
that
Oh, it
game.
was
Button
like
up
I
that
wasn't able to
three. It
watch
was
it.
three.
Oh, it was
It
three.
was almost.
It was like
he had
down to
almost-
here.
It was down to here.
Like, dude,
Oh, wow.
it's just like no one wants to see that. No one. Cover that shit up. That's why we lost. That's what we're blaming this shit on. Jared Jones, shave that chest or cover it up. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I'm gonna get cooked by Sonny Gray too.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
bad.
Dude,
Yeah.
he went what? Fucking
He was good.
7
He has
innings?
been good.
Wow. I mean, that was his like career high win too.
It
Like,
was.
It's
Yeah,
his
it
most
was. It
wins in a
was.
season, which is insane at 36 years old. Like, holy shit.
You don't want to be playing like if you're a team that's fighting for the playoffs like the Pirates, though. You don't want to be playing victim for any accolades like that, though. You want to be guys that are playing hero, and it seems
Exactly.
like too much enough this season. The Pirates haven't, and
Yeah.
I don't know what the stat was. I wish I had it at the top of my head and here pulled up, but like when it comes to come from behind victories or just those type of victories, it just the Pirates are towards the bottom. This aren't that type of team, and when it comes to days like these, they just get over flustered.
Yep.
Well,
Also,
they-
dude, I just want to mention, sorry, Caleb, I don't want to cut you off, but like, dude, just like seeing the crowd too, and that being a nationally televised game, I just feel like every time we're nationally televised, we just get embarrassed. Besides like the Brian Reynolds walk off on Apple TV, every other
Well,
game is just like we just get embarrassed.
Well, also, we can't even. I mean, we're not the only team that can't pack a fucking stadium. Like, even the
True.
Marlins couldn't even. The Marlins are 3 games out of fucking the National League, and they can't even pack
Well,
a stadium. So
It's a little bit different. If you're in Miami,
Like, I'm
you
trying to
have
defend
something to do.
Yeah.
If you're in Miami, you
like
have
they're
something to do. If
they're
you're in
in for a
Pittsburgh,
playoff spot, and they can barely even fill up their stadium at all. So,
Miami, you got something else better to do on a Friday night. Saturday
And
night.
also,
Miami, yeah, you're
just
right,
like
and
the
it's in
Marlins
Miami,
are always
yeah.
the Marlins have been mediocre for like the
Yeah.
past 15 years. So I mean,
yeah.
And this goes
Well,
back to what we said a few episodes ago. Those ticket prices. Keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on them.
Well, going into Game 3 today, we were surprised. I didn't know this until my dad told me that the Pirates have delayed Paul Skenes' scheduled start on Wednesday to give him additional rest amid his recent struggles with
Shout out
performance and
Chris.
velocity. Manager John Kelly announced his first 9 starts in the season, he had a 1.98 ERA. His next 16 starts, it's over a 5 ERA. We saw a picture on Twitter of him and Libby Dunn hanging out with his shirt off
On the Miami
Everyone-
beaches when he was in
big
Miami.
boy.
Everyone was like, "Oh, he's fat. He's this. He's that. Oh my god! Like, oh, he just sucks." Do you guys have any thoughts on that? Hasn't he
Well,
always
I
been
mean-
big? He's what? 6
No,
fucking
no, no,
He's
no,
not
no,
fat.
no.
He's not.
Not fat.
I was gonna say he's not fat, but he's definitely got a little bit of a gut. He was always a little bit more like heavier, but like, dude, you can tell it's like.
But also, like,
and,
baseball-
But like the thing is, I'm not gonna blame him putting on like what 5 pounds on him losing his velocity. Like that
Look at
makes no
Schoolball.
sense.
Schoolball's a big dude too.
No, no,
And
yeah.
they're so I'm not. Yeah.
You know how? I mean, I heard those B teamers on the fans say that. Bartolo Colon was so skinny whenever he was on the Cleveland Indians, and now
Yeah.
he's doing that. He was big on the end of his
Dude,
career. Is that the type of Skenes trajectory? I mean,
no.
it just feels like they're so harsh on him. I mean, I feel like he showed a little bit of pudge, but it isn't unathletic. I think he's
Hmm.
ready. I
Uh-huh.
think he looks fine for game day.
Well, and that's
Hmm.
the thing too. Baseball is like the one sport where you don't have to be completely fucking fit to be effective. Like, you
Hmm.
know what I mean? And it's like I feel like a lot of the hate because like those photos like just came out, So it's like it feels like that. It's just a product of the time because of how bad he's been and just the lack of production, the velocity being down. So it's like,
You
oh,
know, media.
we have to find something to blame it on, and it's fucking
Yeah,
oh, he's
that's
fat. He's fat
well, that's
now.
media. That's what we're like. We're gonna
Yeah, I
say
mean,
whatever we see.
I
Like
mean,
we're
we're
gonna see
talking
what
about
we're
it, so
gonna.
yeah, it
Yeah,
worked.
we're gonna see what's gonna get us clicks. That's just
it's
how the
just
media is.
if the media wants to play this part about Skenes, I understand he hasn't been at the par. I mean, of what people
Uh-huh.
expect, but like,
Yeah.
if you want to be someone mad about someone when it comes to physicality, and this hasn't been a point that I've seen raised, then why not be mad at Cruz? Why not shift the blame to the people that actually aren't on the field? I mean, at least
Yeah.
he's out there. He's
Hmm.
giving you at least
I,
5 innings every single time.
Hmm.
I was gonna say also too, it's like I've heard a lot of talk about like everybody's like, oh, I can't wait for Cruz to come up. Oh, like well, Cruz is on his rehab. Like he's like, oh, it's almost time for him to come back up. He can't even hit in AAA right now. So like,
No,
I mean, to be honest with you, it's like if he comes back, it's like I feel like he's not going to be good because O'Neal Cruz is a streaky player, and being out for so long and coming back at like what the peak of the season, it's like I just don't see I don't see that as being a good combination. I don't see that as
and
being a good combination at all.
and that's sad to see where the Pittsburgh Pirates fans are at. They care less about O'Neal Cruz stinking up in AAA
Exactly.
than they care about O'Neal Cruz having Paul Skeens having a little bit of belly fat. They care more
Exactly.
about O'Neal. They that just these fans are just so deranged with just fighting the narrative of trying to make the playoff rather than
Yeah.
actually addressing what gets us to the playoff.
That's true.
Um, I'm disappointed with where these people are at because it just isn't accurate at all.
Hmm.
People aren't paying attention as they should, and I think it's so short sighted to see a guy like Skeens while he's already doing bad and just beating him up for his weight. If anything, like that's a low bar that shouldn't even be
Hmm.
crossed.
Yeah. Going into game three, Patrick Sandoval got the mound for the Red Sox. He went 4 innings, 9 hits, 7 earned runs with 6 strikeouts. This was a bullpen game for the Pirates. This was a 2-hour delay. Luke Batcher, he went 3 innings, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts with 0 earned runs. The only guy that really struggled was Hunter Barco, and he's been really up and down this season. Obviously, he's been getting sent down, coming back up, getting sent down, coming back up. He's had a rough season overall. But Bats did come alive this game. Brian Reynolds led the way with 2 hits for 2 RBIs. Brandon Lau had two RBIs. Nick York had 3 RBIs. He went 2 for 4. Jared Triola had a hit, and Valdez had 2 hits. The Pirates did win 8-3. And we did beat the Red Sox 2-1.
The Red Sox.
The Red Sox 2-1. I thought we could have swept this team. I told you guys we could have swept this team, and I thought we were. And obviously, we came super close. I guess it's a good way to end off the series going into the
Mhm.
next stretch of hard games that we're going to keep competing for the playoff spot.
This game shouldn't have even been continued after the delay.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Mhm.
was reported that the two managers went and talked about a potential resume, and eventually they did do it. But I mean, Don Kelly, you gotta be a little bit more of a silver tongue. I mean, come on, you're in a wild card race, you're up, get this game
Yeah.
done. I mean,
Yeah.
even if we're looking, I mean, the evidence shows you're right. You shouldn't have played. The rain was bad.
It was.
I mean, how can you not convince them for the right factor? How are you going to let these guys play? What do you want to do? Test Hunter Barco and Nick York out there? Good job,
Yeah.
buddy. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, I mean, you guys both didn't, you didn't even have it in your notes. The hoister of the cone, Billy Cook, he had set the record for most games without, or most plate appearances without a walk, but he got it. He got that walk. So he set the record for most plate appearances without a walk, Billy Cook. And we'll get into this with the outlook, but we have some personal ties to Billy Cook and what these Pirates can do.
Yeah, going straight into the outlook. We're going to be playing the Tigers at home. That's a 3-game stance. And then we go away all the way to California to Los Angeles and play a hot Dodgers team. Very tough stretch again. Skenes should be scheduled for Wednesday. Like I said, for that Tigers game. I think tomorrow, I think Bubba pitches, or Jones pitches. One of them pitches. But again, it's going to be a tough stretch. I mean, just looking at like the wild card, I'm not even going to talk about the division. That doesn't even matter right now. We are still 6.5 games back. We are 6.5 games back. I mean, Cardinals are 3.5. I mean, we're in front of Cardinals are in front of us. Marlins, Diamondbacks. I mean, I know I said like this playoffs over, and I understand what Miles was coming from with the Ashcraft shit and all of that. I mean, seriously, like we can still get in the playoffs. Like it's not like it's really not that big of a like it's not crazy.
Now's that time. Now's
Like,
that time to put your money where your mouth
like,
is.
Think about it though. Like,
Oh fuck!
I know the Red Sox.
Now's that
Red
time
Sox.
to put your money where your mouth is.
I know the Red
And
Sox.
right
and the Red
hand
Sox.
up. I mean, I'm not gonna. It's an easy bet right here. But I'll get a Billy Cook tattoo of him hoisting the cone if they make the playoffs. You want to put your money where your mouth is. You can stay on that same vein where you think that they're gonna make there.
I'm saying they have a chance to make the playoffs.
No,
Like people are just
well,
counting this out and saying season's over. Like it's not over.
Yeah.
Like, we can still flip. It's baseball. You saw the Red Sox started the season, they were awful, and look how they flipped. Yes, it's a Red Sox.
But what side
We're
of
not
you?
the Red
What side of
Sox.
that are you on?
I'm on. I feel like we can make the playoffs. We can put everything together.
So
I feel like we can.
that's what I said. It's time.
I'm not putting a
Put your money.
putting a tattoo on my. I'm not
I
putting.
didn't
a tattoo
say
on
a tattoo. I didn't say a tattoo.
I'm not putting no tattoo on me.
Logan,
I'll get a
You want me to give you $100?
I'll get a tattoo of a
$100
cone.
Here, you want
Dude,
$60?
I'll get a tattoo of a
Alright.
cone. I'll get a tattoo of a cone if we make it to the playoffs, dude.
You're out of your mind.
I mean, losing the series to the Marlins is just gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't
Well,
help
it starts
anything.
now. It starts now.
It started with the
It
Marlins
starts
series.
now,
What are you
Logan.
talking about?
It starts
It's been started. It's been started since fucking All-Star break, dude. What are you fucking talking about?
you'll see us both get tattoos if it doesn't. If it happens.
We'll make a
Both
video
of
about
us
it.
know that. Dude,
I'm
you
getting a
never know.
cone.
Like, bro, we can if we beat the Tigers. What are they? Are they the same place as us right
Logan,
now? I mean,
you gotta get
fucking-
Marcelo Zuna tattooed.
I'll get it on my. I'll get Marcelo doing on
The
that
American
bit.
League's been dog shit. Tigers are not even that good. Dodgers, they just got swept by the Red Sox.
Dude,
like, they're not like.
The Dodgers are gonna beat us. The Dodgers are gonna beat the fuck out
But
of us.
statistically, last season, did we not sweep the Dodgers?
Well, statistically, Kenny Atkinson was up 3-1 in the fucking Eastern Conference Finals, and look how that fucking figured out for him, dickhead. We're not gonna win, Caleb. We're not
Dude,
gonna win.
Statistically, we would be the best team in the MLB if you want to talk about
If we
stats.
played 7 innings, yes.
Yeah,
Well, like,
exactly.
we do be shitting on the Dodgers.
No, we
do.
don't.
That's actually I
Yes,
can't
we
be that
do.
logic. We
That's
do be
true.
shitting on the Dodgers. We do be
That's
shitting on
a
the
true
Dodgers.
fact. I'm not
Okay,
even joking.
what's our past record on the Dodgers?
I don't
I'm
know
not gonna
what
lie, I don't
record,
know
but
it
I
on
just
top of my
remember
head.
last season.
No,
I
we
remember
do.
last season.
No,
I remember
I mean,
last season we were beating them, and everyone was surprised.
Despite his
You're right.
phrasing of it, we do have a historically good record against
I
the
don't know what the
Dodgers.
record is.
But what if we are facing the Dodgers in school pitches? Well, that's an
Again,
automatic
Scooble-
loss because that's a
No, it's
lefty.
really
That's a
not.
lefty. Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
it
It's a
is.
lefty.
Oh, wait, yeah, I guess it's a lefty.
Lefties
It's a
are
lefty.
bad
It's
for
a
us,
lefty. It's a
Caleb.
lefty. But also, he's, I guess, but he's also been struggling this season.
Well,
He's been
but dude, I
struggling.
guarantee you, when he gets against the Pirates, he'll figure that shit out. He'll figure
Yeah,
that
we
shit
hold
out
it-
against
we
That
hold
us.
will
it.
be his tune-up game. That will be his tune-up game.
Exactly.
So there's
Yeah.
your scenario. The Pirates win maybe 1 or 2 before the series, if they're lucky, 2, and then they get the school game that
Oh, wait,
will
no.
absolutely shove it down their
Yeah.
throat.
Dodgers do have us like historically, but like recently we've been destroying the Dodgers.
Recent history, yes. I will
Recent
give you
history.
that. I will give you
Historically,
that.
No, but yeah.
Well, why do we
I
care
mean-
about historically? We don't care about what happens in
Well, yeah,
1930.
obviously you, Miles, you don't care about history. We know this. That was your whole fucking point about it earlier. What are you making that fucking face for? That was your whole point earlier.
Yeah, we got to make sure we don't repeat it. That's why history is important. Yo, chill out.
W-mans. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything much to say that except this series is important. I think we can pull 2 games away from the Dodgers, and I think we can pull 2 games away from the Tigers. I think we win both series.
Root for our home team.
A new
Come on, Miles,
pirate
finish it.
generation, everybody shout, let's go.
Let's
As a
go,
result,
Bucs.
as a
Let's
result, captain right here, I don't see it happen.
All right.
Yeah, no, I don't see that shit
I'm
happening
trying
either.
to. If I was the Buccos, I'm Don Kelly. I'm trying to wrangle some results. Can't do it.
All right. Well, something that's, we've been very hyped about, Steelers football. Do you want to take away the first preseason game, Miles? Mr.
Oh
Yes,
shit,
Captain.
he's
sir.
tipping the cap to it. He's
Yes,
tipping
sir.
the
I'll
cap
tip my
to
cap
him.
to that. I mean, we talked about it. No Aaron Rodgers. He didn't
Yep.
play.
Yep.
I mean, we got to give our quick talk before we get into the actual game action. It seemed like he up to the game didn't want to play, and then McCarthy didn't give that same straight up
Yeah.
answer.
Yep.
And it just kind of spawned this whole thing about what happens. Do you think there's a disconnect between them, or could that be happening? I think it's out of the ordinary. I don't think it's gonna, or that conversation rather is out of the ordinary. I think this is Rodgers' guy, and that's not gonna happen. But I don't know. What do you guys make of Rodgers not playing, and especially about that whole dialogue going up to it?
Well, I will say, like, I know I was adamant that Aaron Rodgers was gonna play because I was like, oh, he has a personal vendetta with the Packers, with all that shit. But like, and then I saw him talking about it, like you said in the press conference. He's like, I'm not playing. This game doesn't mean nothing. I'm like, well, shit. There goes my take. But I mean, just the discourse between him and Mike McCarthy, like you said, like it feels weird because like it felt like like you said, it felt like we were hearing one from the one side and one from the other, and then like came to game day, Aaron Rodgers don't got nothing on. I mean, I don't feel like, I mean, it is fucking preseason. Like, I don't think like Aaron Rodgers said, it's not important to him. The guy's fucking 40. Like,
He said it's not real football.
Yeah. I mean, and to be honest with you, like in the past couple years, I tend to agree with him, and especially for the preseason.
But I agree with that statement if you're Aaron Rodgers, but just don't you think that vocalizing that undercuts your roster when you have two young quarterbacks?
I guess you're
Like
right.
when you, like, I don't know.
No.
I didn't think about it like that until you just said it, but like,
No,
I
I
don't
was
know, when
gonna
you
say-
know that you have the sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say, like, you're right. Like, especially whenever, like, we're gonna talk about it later. We're gonna talk about the QB performances, and it's like, so it's like if we're talking about it, like, oh, Drew Allar this, Will Howard that, and then you have the fucking captain of the team, the oldest guy on the team, like the guy who's been here the longest, saying, like,
It
doesn't
even
matter. It doesn't matter. So
It
then
doesn't
it's like,
matter.
so then it's like, oh, okay, I guess none of this shit matters then. I mean, what the fuck am I talking about?
way to pull cold water on our stones.
Yeah,
really,
exactly.
easily.
He could
I
have
mean-
said, like, I'm not playing in the preseason. That's what he should have
Yeah,
said in the beginning.
he could have just
Yeah,
said
I
like
mean-
he could have just said like, oh, I don't want to put my body through that or some
I
shit
mean-
like that.
No, because he was like,
he could
well, when
have
first said it,
put
he
his
was like,
ego to it.
Yeah.
He's
Exactly.
the only guy that deserves to put the ego to it. Like, hey, I'm better than the preseason.
Yeah, and I'm 41 and I've done this enough times. Like, you know, it's like if he said that, I'd be like, okay, yeah. But then whenever it's like Miles said, you're pouring cold water on the fucking stove. It's like, I don't know if that's exactly what you said, but I mean,
No.
it's just like it stings. It's like you're just downplaying what Drew Allar and Will Howard did.
Mhm.
And Mason
Yeah.
Rudolph. Nah.
Oh, that's where we got to go next. I mean, obviously, you had that rant, Logan. I mean,
I think I've calmed down from the past week, but
did you get a
That
check?
was a
I
bad
mean,
one.
do you give any like?
I know he was.
Do you still
heated
stand it?
when he
Well,
when Logan saw those 2 sacks? He was like, "Yeah, stand on that shit."
well, yeah, I can't. No.
I was gonna say,
well,
do you
that-
still
well,
stand where you're
well,
at?
no, I still stand on it, but it's like I will say it's like Mason did good. I'm not gonna say he didn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like that drive he had after the second sack, especially whenever I thought in my head, oh, same old Mason Rudolph, he's about to throw a check down and we're about to punt it. You know, and then he fucking went down there and slang it. Like he went like 4 for 70 yards. And he almost got a touchdown where he looked like prime Ben Roethlisberger, if we're being honest. So I'm gonna give him
He did.
I'm gonna give him his flowers. I'm gonna give him his flowers on that. But what I will say, and we're gonna get into it with the other quarterbacks, every other quarterback looked good. And in my opinion, like I get it. It's like it's different it's the lower strings, whatever the fuck. But at least what I saw out there, the offense looked good. The system itself looked good. No matter who was out there, they were doing good things. On the last touchdown of the fucking preseason game, we had 4 rookies out there: Dunker, Heidenreich, Drew Allar. I forget what the other one was. But like, if that doesn't show you promise, that at least like if 4 rookies can go in there and the system will work, like it just, to me, it's like we look finally what I've been begging for the past 5 years, for a fucking offensive team. That's what I've been begging for. It looks like, we can talk about defense later, but it's just the offense, especially out there, just looked good that night.
Yeah, I mean,
The
my
whole
first
system.
thoughts were just everything you said just taken out of my mouth. I mean, just when I just saw them throwing up the middle of the field, that's when I got excited.
Yes,
Because we
yes.
don't do that at all. And like you said, the system is just completely better. Yes, it's preseason, but the fact that, like you said, that third stringers can run those
Yes.
plays, we'll see what the veterans do. So
Yeah, I mean, you can't. I mean, I know Logan's getting optimistic about all the quarterbacks put
I
up the
always
same
do.
performance. I can't blame you. I mean, the jersey sold out for Aller for a reason. I mean, he put up that great. We'll get to it, but I don't know, when you look at the performance that Mason Rudolph had. I think, like I mean, you vocalized it more than anyone possibly could. You just had some doubt, but I think he played about as good as he could. Especially against the top line defense that he could
Yeah.
face against Green Bay. He'll play a lot more in the preseason. I think he'll play a lot more than he did that first game, but
hmm
I don't see any reason why you cut Mason Rudolph off
Well,
after what you saw. I think actually what you've seen, I mean, we have this conversation. I think after what you've seen, it's making it harder to cut him.
took the words right out of my mouth. I was gonna say, obviously, we all
You
know
got to carry 4 quarterbacks after this.
That exactly. I was gonna say last week. I'm adamant. You got to cut Mason. We all know we got to cut one of them. You got to cut Mason. But that's me thinking in my mind frame that like you have to cut one of them. But then it's like after you see that, I'm like, and like obviously like my talk was like, oh, if Mason Rudolph can be a check down guy, why can't these guys be check down guys? And I think the performances, obviously I'm being optimistic, the performances from the preseason shows that, oh, these guys can work in the system because
Mhm.
it's a Mike McCarthy system. But at the end of the day, I feel like after this, you kind of have to carry 4 QBs. You
I mean,
have to. You have to find a way to
Who
figure it
does
out.
that?
I'm
That's just, you're
jumping.
wasting a roster spot. Like
Well,
that's not.
I'm about to jump on conversation topics. I know you had it lined up pretty good here, Caleb, but I mean, limited workload out of Kaleb Johnson. It seems like he's RB6. Would you not rather cut him than carry 4
Exactly.
quarterbacks?
Dude,
That's
like
a good point.
Caleb Johnson, like, it's like whenever you see some of these players, it's like, you know, they have no future on this
I mean,
team.
Lou
Like,
Nichols
Caleb Johnson
looked
has
amazing.
no future.
Lou
He did.
Nichols looked amazing.
He did.
Like, I think Caleb Johnson had what, 2 carries for 3 yards, 6 yards?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that, and the fact that Rico Dowdle and Jalen Warren weren't playing, and you were still the third fucking option. Like,
Yeah.
I know we talked about like with Mike Tomlin, it's like, oh, you don't have trust in him because he did that shit with the punt, with the kickoff and all that shit. Oh, and it's fresh faces, so oh yeah, you get to establish yourself again. But from what I've seen, it's like Mike McCarthy he doesn't see anything in him. He doesn't see a fit for him.
Yeah, take a page out of Roman Wilson's book. Show some initiative on the
Exactly.
new coach and actually be different. But you haven't been. You've just been a guy who's in the corner and hasn't shown any sort of promise.
And you were a
Travis
third
Homer's
round
beat you
pick.
out. I mean, guy Lou Nichols, I'll be surprised if he makes a lineup. He was the best running back out of preseason. That guy he was running amazing. I'll be surprised if he makes the roster.
You
Dude,
make a
to be
good
honest,
point.
I would rather
you
him
go.
over the roster and Caleb Johnson. I know we haven't seen this, haven't gotten to see him shine, but like at the rate it's going, he's a bust. I know it's a 3rd round pick, but like it's a bust pick. It's not a good pick.
I think at the rate it's going has been rather tame. I think he's fair to label him as a bust.
You're right.
I would cut my losses now.
I agree.
No, and I can agree with that point too. If you tell me that question, I would say yes. You should probably cut Kaleb Johnson, then carry 4 quarterbacks.
So then exactly, Caleb. So you have that extra roster spot.
Yeah.
Well,
For a guy like,
we got to talk about the next quarterback.
let's
Howard.
hear it.
Will Howard.
Yeah,
A little bit of overshadow. What do you guys think?
Nah, I mean, well, I will say it's like whenever I was tweeting about the game, whatever was going on and like everything, and like he was going crazy during the 2-minute drill. And it's
Hmm.
like, whenever I first was watching that, I was like, oh my God, like Will Howard looks good. Like 2 minute drill, holy shit, he's slinging that bitch. And then like I thought back and I'm like, oh wait, 80% of training camp has been about the 2 minute drill. Not 80%, but like, a high percent, like
They
they've
work on it a lot. Yep.
heavily focused on it. So it's
Hmm.
like, of course he looks good in a 2 minute drill. Like, so at that point, but I don't think he disappointed at all. I think he looked great.
Oh yeah, he went 7 for 9. I mean, he made the right decisions. I don't really have anything other than that. I mean, his shine, like McCarthy said, was he did really good in the 2 minute drill.
Yeah.
Um, I
And
mean,
that's what
that's
you've been drilling, so he has to do good in that.
yeah. I mean, I don't have anything else to say about him. I mean, moving to Drew Allar though, I mean, he kind of was
Hmm.
like the main guy going into the second half. He went 10 for 13, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown for 3 total touchdowns. He led all rookies with what do you call it? The passer rating through one game.
He had like
We were talking about
150.
yeah, he had 150. We were talking about Carson Beck's performance, and then look at this: Drew Aller goes crazy, performs well. I mean, just what's your thoughts on Drew Aller and how he looked? I mean, he made good decisions. I felt like I mean, it took him a minute to get comfortable, but once he passed that right up the middle to Wetjen and he ran down, that's when his confidence really built up from there. But what are your thoughts, Logan?
I mean, like Drew Allar, like you said, he was the star of the second half. I don't remember who it was specifically that posted it, but they said that like the supposed lineup was supposed to be um, Mason Rudolph gets first and second drive, which was correct. And then they said that Drew Allar was supposed to get the rest of the second or first half, and then it was supposed to be Will Howard. But
Yep.
I mean, getting Drew Allar out there for the entire second half, that was a treat. Or not the entire second, but like 1.5 quarters. But
Hmm.
like Miles said earlier, I mean, optimistic people are already calling for Drew Allar to get his bust in the Hall of Fame. Like, holy shit! I mean, like, it's just crazy. I mean, I think he had an overall good performance. I mean, like you said, he looked a little shaky in the first couple snaps, but then after that, he got it figured out. And you got to think like it's obviously preseason, but it's his first game since destroying his leg against UCLA. So you want to go ahead, Miles? I'll let you go on that
I
point.
mean, you undercut at that same point. I mean, act like Will Howard hasn't played since the national championship 2 years ago.
You're
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I think you haven't seen Drew Allar's mobility, so that same point doesn't like you've seen his arm gunsling. You saw that at camp. You saw that at combine. You
mhm,
you haven't seen the problem when it relates to his actual thing that kept him off
mhm,
the field. So the mobility still hasn't been shown, but I think Will Howard actually shown more when it comes to actually being warm on the field. I mean, I know Drew Allar had this great performance, but the footwork has been a narrative, and did
mhm.
we see enough? I don't think so.
One thing
No,
I
I'm,
can't
I
say about Drew. No, you can go. I'll go
I was
last.
gonna say no, Miles. I agree with you that too. Like looking at Will Howard's uh looking at his fucking clips and everything, it's like
Hmm.
he had like the shed blocks and fucking throwing it like Aaron Rodgers. Like I mean, he is learning a lot from Aaron Rodgers. It looks like at least, and like I feel like both of them are, especially because like we had the clip of Drew Allar throwing up a prayer and triple coverage and everything. And but like since then, it's really looked like I've said this time and time again. It feels like his just timing and everything has gotten better. His decision making has gotten better. And I feel like this is a product of Mike McCarthy and maybe even Aaron Rodgers too, just being willing to teach. And just like whenever you watch these guys throw and you watch the moves that they make in the pocket and everything, it's like you can really see the influence of Aaron Rodgers, like especially like with the flick and just like the throwing motion and everything. It's just so I think both of them are set up in a perfect position. And like you said, Miles, I undercut the fact that Will Howard hasn't played since the national championship. But then even at the same time, like he looked at least to the level that Drew Allar was, even though he didn't play as much time. Like if you gave him the same amount of time, he would probably have the same amount of production.
I agree.
No, I was just gonna say about Drew. I just felt like one thing about him though that I picked out in that game was when he gets pressured or if there's not an option open when it comes to like someone getting open, he does panic a little bit.
Yeah.
I see that a little bit, and I don't know if you guys agree with that. That's the
I
one thing
agree.
I saw in the game. he panics a little bit. Now, obviously, I know we've seen that in Penn State and some of the decisions he made in there. That's the only thing I see from him that needs to get improved. And then obviously, yeah, his footwork and stuff like that. That's all.
But
His
that
footwork.
ties into his footwork.
Yeah.
He has to make something
Yeah.
go. He is. I mean, I talked about it like very in our early episodes when I was actually on Penn State campus. I mean, he's mentally weak, and I know we
Yeah.
see him on the sideline laughing and smiling. It honestly, my heart. It grew a few sizes seeing that. After watching him be so sad at Penn State, it grew 2 sizes seeing him smile on the side.
Pat
No,
Pryor
no.
hugging him.
I know.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. After being a Drew Allar hater because he was on Penn State, and I don't like Penn State, but just like the way that the Penn State they treated him, and just like hearing about the facts like that you have to hear like Penn State like all the stuff that they taught him, they have to unteach him in the NFL and everything. Seeing him hit that Mario, oh my God, that almost brought a tear to my eye. Just seeing how
Yeah,
happy
I
he
mean,
was.
You tied into what I was about to say is that his mental just isn't there yet, but it's starting to get there.
Exactly.
It's
I feel
starting
like
to get there. It's gonna be a slow process.
it's obviously going to be a slow process, but like I already see the confidence growing, and it's like we know we're probably not going to see Drew Allar this season, but it's like I mean at least it's like you see him like feeling at home with the Steelers, and not, at least not being like castrated
know.
by the fucking Penn State Nittany Lions.
I agree. No, I definitely agree that the time out of the spotlight is doing him a lot of good, specifically because I don't think it's the Penn State. I mean, as much as I personally am a Penn State guy and love to have the bias, I'm not gonna throw our fandom under the on the fire under the bus for being the toxic reason, but I think
they're
it's
part
about
of it.
being out of the spot. What is true, and that's what I'm about to say, is about it being out of the spotlight. But I don't know. I agree with what you're saying, but I feel like there's still going to always be that level of burden as long as Will Howard and Mason Rudolph is there, because there's not
I agree.
always a certainty of his job. So while he may play good now, I just don't think it's going to be. I don't know. It's not going to sustain until the move is done.
Well, dude, I think I kind of brought that up like in a past episode, but like I don't know if I'm crazy for saying this, but I feel like with Drew Allar actually finally having to compete for a spot for like the first time in a while in his career has at least made him like at least from what I've seen from him just perform like at least a little bit on like just I don't know, it just feels like he has a fire under his ass where he just wants to prove something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't know.
Another
I
guy
think
that
it's
looked
fun
good, though,
balance.
Yeah.
No, I think it
Love
is too. I mean, but like I feel like still part of that has to be feeding into it.
No, but I mean, what Caleb was about to say is about Jeremy Bernard, who had a great game. I mean, they're rating him as Rat King already, or Yak King already, the yard after reception king.
One spin move, and that's what he gave. He's the yard after reception king. Like, I mean,
He needs to take that, like, he needs to
was
take
a
that
sick spin
concussion little
move,
thing
but-
off. You should take that concussion thing off.
No,
but
that's
other than
drip.
that,
What do you
he
mean?
looked
You don't
really
like
good.
that's drip.
He needs to take that concussion thing off. That's not called
Yo,
guarding.
Caleb's an
that's
old
called
timer.
concussion. It's just, I understand it. Like, I get it, but like, come on, dude, just take it off, dude. Just get CTE, bro. Like, you're gonna get brain damage, bro.
You want another Antonio Brown? What the fuck is
Like,
wrong with you?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just like, bro, just I
No, I know
understand
you're not
trying to
saying
protect
that,
your
but
health,
that's what I'm saying.
What
You
is
want
the
another
percent? What is the
Antonio Brown?
percentage? What is the no? I'm gonna say no to that. But I would love another. Well, mentally Antonio Brown, no, but fucking physical side, 100%. But like, what is the percentage of people wearing guardian caps in the NFL? Barely
It's
anyone.
low.
That shit
It's
did
low
not
for
succeed.
sure.
Super.
It's
I'm not
low
trying
for
to,
sure.
It is low. That's the only thing I got from.
No,
Jeremy
it's
Bernard, but he
not.
looked good. Yes,
Dude,
it is.
dude,
It's not low.
I would be surprised if it's over 30%.
What percent
That's
is
not
that?
low. Low would
Yeah.
be like 5%. 30% still marginal. It's a marginal proportion of the. Like,
if we're talking
it's a
math,
good,
3
it's
out
a
of
good
10
amount.
people, 3 out of 10 people.
Less
I
than
mean, I don't know.
2%.
Oh, well,
Less
see
than
that. I
2%
mean,
wear
even
guardian
less
caps.
than that.
A month, roughly to 20 to 25 players.
It's
across
more
the entire
than that.
regular
It's
season.
more than that.
No way, it's more than. I mean, I know I'm crazy.
It's
for saying
more than
30%,
that.
I
but
think
like,
I think it means in games. And obviously, in practices, they're gonna wear it because it says 100%. They're mandated in practices. They're obviously gonna wear it. But In games, it's saying 2%. So. But
That's
I'm not,
wrong.
like,
That's all
don't go away
facts.
from his. I don't want to go away from his performance though. But he had 4 catches, 61 yards. He looked good. I mean, it's questions about. I mean, he's fighting with obviously Roman Wilson. I didn't. Well, did Roman Wilson? He didn't play this game. I didn't see him at all.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think he did play.
Yes, the fuck
I
he did. He
didn't.
just didn't catch shit. For all the shit we were talking about him being wide receiver 3, he doesn't
Well,
catch
I
anything.
missed the first quarter. I was at work. I missed the first quarter. I listened to a little bit of the second, so I didn't really see him at all or heard him at all. But
Levi Wentz had more yards than him. Shout out Levi Wentz.
Levi did any shit.
That's your boy.
That tweet,
That's
he
your
got
That
that
is my
wrong.
boy.
That is. I mean, diving into, the defense, if we want to go into the defense, I just felt like the defense didn't really have a plan, and I felt like the offense had a plan. That was kind of my takeaway. I mean, they had a lot of penalties. That's what I think. I think the defense had.
What do you-
I didn't.
That's
No.
one, a bad note, because 2, most of the penalties were on special teams.
Yeah, no. And the O-line. The O-line had
I mean,
more
what do
penalties
you?
than defense.
I mean, come on, Caleb. Like, let the Steelers guy handle the conversation. You don't even know what you're talking about here, buddy.
well, no,
Let's sit this one out.
the thing is with the defense too is like I know obviously we're playing like the secondary people and like we don't have Ramsey and Porter out there, but like I mean other than Asante Samuel, the secondary did not look good, not at all. I don't know if that's crazy to say, but like I mean
No, I mean, I think it's fair.
and like I mean we might talk about it later, but like I feel like that kind of ties into like we gotta pay Joey soon, man. You gotta guarantee this motherfucker with how bad our secondary looks. Like, I mean, if Asante Samuel, I'm not downplaying how good he's been and how much of a dog he is, but like, if Asante Samuel is our number 1 option, like 2 years time, it's like, is that really the best
Maybe he didn't
secondary?
do good with Jamal Dean. Maybe he didn't hit with Jamal Dean. No, I mean, I agree.
That's just all I have
The
to say.
depth is a little worrying, especially when, I mean, you sent the clip. I mean, the guy they just absolutely gave up on, Beanie Bishop, had a great second half.
I forgot about that, dude.
Against
Beanie
the
Bishop,
Browns.
2 picks in 2 drives. Like, I mean,
And there
dude,
was no reason to get rid of him. They could have just kept him for his rookie contract.
I was just gonna say, dude, we gave up on him for no fucking reason. Like, what he had, like, I don't know if I'm remembering the numbers correctly, but like, he at least had like 6, 7 picks. Like, in that season, he was going crazy. And like, he had like 2 games with like 2 picks. So like, I mean, I don't know the exact amount, but like, dude, to release him after he looked good for us, like he was good for us. Like, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. It's like, I don't know. I feel like the secondary would be better with him than rather than without him. That's just my opinion.
I agree. I mean, especially after seeing that, I mean, it is the Browns. And we'll see. I mean,
It's
regardless,
Shedeur.
it doesn't matter. Well, we'll see. But I mean, it is optimistic seeing. But I mean, we're probably going to see either one of them against us in the season. Both of them will look bad.
We might see both of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't look good, but I mean, I don't know what you guys. I mean, it was the first Mike McCarthy led game. What do you make of it? I mean, what do you make of it? I mean, I have nothing but positives. I mean,
like I said earlier, like you said, Miles, nothing but positive. System. I am just so happy to see an offensive Steelers. Like I know the Steelers brand is defense and hard-nosed football and rough football and all this shit. But like, dude, it's just the amount of time I've just been begging for a modern offense. A modern offense.
and they still play defensively sound.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like we played
Caleb's
defensively.
smiling. He got something cooking.
Well,
Caleb's got
he
something
definitely
cooking.
does have something cooking.
No,
But I'm just
I'm
saying,
just-
like, we played defensively sound. I mean, there was a few penalties, but like not more than like the offense had. But I just think the offensive scheme looked good, and it's just so good to see a guy who actually cares about offense.
Yeah, W Mike.
W Big Mike.
I didn't know the fucking penalties. I thought the penalties were majority on the fucking defense. I didn't fucking know.
they were on
So when I heard
offense.
fucking-
They were
when I heard-
all on special
I did not
teams.
know
They
that.
were
I thought
almost
with Mike
always
McCarthy-
on special teams.
I saw his fucking press conference and he was like, "You got to clean up the penalties and shit like that." And I thought he meant the defense. I didn't fucking know that because half of the time when they were on defense, I was just on my phone. I wasn't fucking watching the defense.
Well,
I was just
also the
watching
thing
the
is
offense.
too about the penalty. It's like I know we keep saying it. It's preseason. It's like these motherfuckers are like gonna
Yeah.
be working at Kroger's in
Yeah.
2 weeks. So it's like
So,
I mean
like-
they're gonna be committing penalties. Like
I mean, You're right. Even the announcer said it every single penny. They were like, "Well, it's preseason." Like they said it every single time. They knew
exactly.
like it's whatever the penalties talk. Even if you misconstrued it on whatever side of the ball, it's not going to happen when it comes, to it.
When we
These
have the
guys are
final
locked in.
roster, it's not going to be like that.
When you're getting the guys who are getting paid these big paydays, and we'll get to that eventually. I mean,
yeah, when we don't have the baggers at Kroger, that's when we'll be good.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be all right. But I mean,
Mike McCarthy.
looked good.
Like, I liked it. Like, it looked. I mean, like I said, he was throwing up in the middle of the field. Like, he has a design plays. Like, it just looks like the whole line of the coaching staff, just like they're all putting in effort. Like, it just looks completely different. They have a plan, like we said in training camp. They do this, they do that a certain way. They like it doing that way. Like, they have a plan. That's what I like.
I was gonna ask you guys. It feels like Mike McCarthy. Like, I feel like this has been talked about a little bit, especially like on Twitter and especially like that. But it feels like just seeing the attention to detail that we have at like practices and we have at games now with like Mike McCarthy and his coaching staff. It just feels so much higher tier than the Mike Tomlin staff. And like you even had the quote from Mason Rudolph, my favorite player of all time, who said no shade to the past coaching staff, but it feels so much better here. I'm paraphrasing that especially, but like, dude, for the fact that Mason Rudolph, who spent so much time with Mike Tomlin, who was saying that in his first fucking game with Mike McCarthy, that he just feels better and it feels like it's a better system, that just tells me it is 100 times better than it was in years past with Mike Tomlin. No shade to Tomlin, but W offensive coaching staff.
But also we heard, I know that this is related to this, but like they took out Mike Tomlin's catchphrase, "The standard is a standard" in the locker room.
So I did see that. I saw that. They replaced it with the regular Steelers logo. Yep. I saw that. They got rid of that. That's when they walk down, they usually like pat on it or whatnot. They took that completely out of the locker room. So. And you know what?
You have
to. I fucking love that. Because the standard of 9-8 is no longer the fucking standard. That is bullshit. Yep, Throw all that shit out the window. It's a new coaching staff. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Fuck that shit. We don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
The standard is no longer the standard. The standard has erased. Exactly. And that's why the Pittsburgh Steelers logo is there, because that's what we're standing for. We're standing for championships. We're not standing for that 9-8 miss in the playoff or even making it to lose first round.
They're playing for the city. They're not playing for Mike Tomlin's record no more. They're playing for the actual city. That's my opinion of it.
And that's Big Mike from Greenfield.
Like, I don't hate Mike Tomlin. Like, I appreciate everything.
I don't want to sound like a Mike Tomlin hater.
I hope he doesn't take this as like a. I feel like he does take this as like a shot.
They did put him up. They did put him up, and I mean, they put up a little like thing in their stadium. It's not officially the Hall of Honor or any official thing, but they put up some nice stuff.
I did see that. I saw that. Like the shrine. It's not a shrine. But
yeah, it basically is a shrine. It's a museum exhibit. It's a museum exhibit.
And I saw the video where the guy was like pointing out like the never having a losing season, and it's like it's like for all the shit that we've talked about that, like you do have to admit that is impressive. Like, I know we've talked shit about that and everything, but like that is impressive. Shout out to Mike Tomlin. Give him his flowers. He won a Super Bowl for us. He was that man for a time, but it was a time for a change. That's why he left. He understood it was time for change, and you know what? I respect him for it.
Can we say willingly now? I mean, enough. As much as I want to say enough time has passed, it really hasn't. But
okay.
As much as people want to say, "Oh, I would have rather tanked for a few seasons and got a top quarterback," I don't think people in their city would have rather had what Mike Tomlin brought than that. As much as people would have said that, like, "Oh, I would have rather been bad." If we were bad, this city would have been a riot.
Dude,
we have been over this past few years, I think it's fine.
Dude,
I was a victim to that.
I was gonna say hand up. Whenever we were in like week fucking 17 before Tyler Lute missed the field goal, I was like, you know what, I wouldn't mind sucking and getting a good draft pick. But then it's like you see this Drew Allar stuff, you see the system work with Mike McCarthy, and you're like, you know what, things might work out. We got Michael Pittman.
Regardless.
Yeah, like it's like and I don't know if we've talked about this, but like obviously preseason, I might be overreacting, but just like with the system that we see and everything, I can see Mike McCarthy staying for a little bit. Like the Steelers have
Oh,
the Steelers
wow.
have no. I know it's too early to say.
Wow.
I know it's too early to say it. And he could go into next season and be 4-12.
I disagree.
He could be 4-12. I will say that. I know that it might be too early to say, but
No, I think that's actually accurate.
But like,
I think that's
I
accurate.
just think like, and I'm not saying he's gonna be here for 20 years, but like at least I don't know 5 to 8. I don't see him leaving anytime soon.
5?
That's just my
The guy's
opinion.
like 65.
Well,
He
that's
really likes
bro.
Drew.
You had
He
fucking
loves
Pete Carroll.
Drew.
You had fucking Pete Carroll coaching when he was like 80.
He's staying.
True.
He's staying 2 years, 3 years. Well, actually, 3 years max. 1 year now, and then 2 years after.
I will say I didn't know his age. I'm not gonna lie. That might be shitty on me.
You didn't
but
broaden
I
the
didn't know.
factor,
I
yeah.
didn't know his age. I don't got the facts on me. But like, But my point still stands. I don't see him staying long term, but I see him staying for at least a little bit. Like I don't
hope he
see.
does.
I don't see it. I don't see this being like a one and done kind of contract.
But staying. But I gotta ask you both this before we move on to our bonus content because I know we have that looming. But staying for what? To be competitive or to nurture the next quarterback?
I will say
Nurture.
Because I see him as the second one, not the first one.
I will say a mix. I don't know. It's like I might be wrong in saying both of that, but like I feel like for at least like this year, this is what I'll say. This year he is here to compete. This year he is here because he has the opportunity to bring back a Lombardi.
But his quarterback.
Exactly. But like but I do like I said, like him staying long term.
Mr. Giggle Buttons over here. What are
No,
we
because
going
this
here?
motherfucker's
Come on, make
flashing
your
dough.
point.
Because this motherfucker's flashing dough over here. But like, no, I'm saying like
Scott Boras.
no, I'll say like it's crazy to say like 5 to 8 years, but like now that I know his age, but like I at least see him staying until like Drew Allar's contract is played out.
I think he likes the thing is with Mike McCarthy, he loves developing quarterbacks. That's why
Exactly.
I think it's
Exactly.
the second question. He wants to nurture, like he wants to be able to coach. And if it's not Drew Allar, if it's not Will Howard, we don't know. But like I feel like it is going to be at least one of them. He
Yo,
likes
Caleb, we know
developing
it's
quarterbacks.
finna be Drew Allar. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just saying it could be either. I mean, I know, like I want Drew Allar or Will Howard to be developed, but you don't fucking know.
Yo,
I don't know
Caleb,
what
if
they're
you had to
gonna
pick
do.
right now, I'm gonna ask you guys both this. Right now, Aaron Rodgers, he's done after the season. Who do you guys want to be if we're gonna keep both of these guys on? Who would you rather see be the starting quarterback next year?
Well, I'd
After
rather just
one preseason
I
game,
know
you have
it's
to say
crazy
Drew
to
Allar.
ask. Yeah,
not even
No,
just
I
that.
mean-
I don't like fucking Mason Rudolph, and Logan doesn't fucking like him either. I never
Yeah.
fucking liked them. I just do
But
not
then
like him.
he
There's
doesn't
nothing.
serve a purpose after this year. After
that's
this
why I
year,
didn't.
he's
Even, that's
cut.
why I didn't.
He's
That's
sent
why I
house
didn't even
in the
ask
bush.
about him. That's why I didn't even mention his ass, dude.
I just
It's
rather have.
between two guys.
Yeah. We all know if we're gonna keep Mason Rudolph this year, it's gonna be for that safety net for Aaron Rodgers. Which I get that argument, but at the same time, you heard my opinion last week. The season's over if Aaron Rodgers goes down, so I don't understand why we need that safety net. But like, he's gonna be done after this year for us at least.
Mason Rudolph should treat it with that same mentality. He should
Exactly.
treat this. This is his last NFL season.
It's his last shot.
He does not get a job after this.
It's
If he
either
does, it's gonna
Will
be with the
Howard
Jets
Drew
or the fucking Titans again.
No,
That's all it's gonna be.
But he's not. This is his last
gonna be a
time to get on the
starter.
field. He will not. I think any other
Like you
job,
mean being
like
the
you
starting
say,
quarterback?
just he will not. Even those signings, like you say, the Jets and Giants, that will not be. He will not make a preseason
Like he'll
roster.
he'll be
for
like
those
third or
teams.
fourth stringer. Like he'll be like third or fourth stringer on
he
the
won't
Jets
make
and whatever.
This is the last time for him to make an NFL roster. He will not make an NFL roster for those teams because they want younger guys.
I agree.
Weren't you
I
last
agree.
episode
When you-
arguing with
No,
me?
no. I know what you're about to say, Caleb. You're gonna say that he was on Mason Rudolph's side, but this is a completely different argument. This is talking about
Okay.
next season. This is like
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
still on his side.
Okay.
I'm just saying we need an order backup for the Steelers. That's true. Next year, no one else needs
I
that.
agree.
Or
I
if
agree.
they do, they have someone better that they
I get
don't
it.
have an emotional attachment to, like Mason Rudolph, which we do.
I agree. I mean, like I said, I had
His
that
career's
emotional take.
done.
I had that emotional take to him, but like, in reality, it's like I understand the standpoint of like we need that veteran QB2. I understand that completely. Just like Caleb said, I don't like him. I don't think he's good. He
Well,
has a
you don't have to walk
subpar
back
starting
that.
record.
Let him
Can
speak.
you walk back the N-word comment?
No, well, I'm not gonna walk back that. He still called him the N-word, but like, I
He
mean,
did. Why wouldn't he slam him on the head? That's not
well,
even
Oh
crazy
my
to say
like,
it.
God, not you two.
no, but I'm
Like
just
he did, bro.
no, I'm not trying to even get on that. I completely forgot what I was talking about. But like, dude, it's just Mason Rudolph. It's do or die this season. If he's gonna do anything, it's gonna be in this last season. And the
But
only
back to
reason
your
he's gonna
question,
get in
though.
is because of Aaron Rodgers getting hurt. Go ahead, Caleb.
But back to your question, though, we didn't even. Well, I don't even know if everyone answered it. But
You
I
guys
think
didn't
it's
answer.
either. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to get back to the actual question. I do think it's. I'd rather have Drew, but it's going to be between. Obviously, it's between Will or Drew. But I think Drew. I think Mike McCarthy really likes Drew Allar. I
So
just think that's just.
yeah, I was
I
gonna
really
say,
do.
dude,
100%.
the most talk has been about Drew Allar.
I
Like
mean, he
Mike
literally
McCarthy even
said,
mentioned it. Yeah, he said he like every practice he has a great throw. Like
not even
every
that.
single thing out there, he
Just
has a great throw.
he felt like them picking him in the third round. He's a first round quarterback. That's what he literally
I
said in
saw
the
that.
interview. So
I saw that too. It's like,
You can't.
and
I mean, they had that same type of thing with a Will, though. They were like, "Oh, we got to steal."
well, no. I feel
did
like
Mike
that's
Thomas say
different.
that?
No, Miles. I feel like that's different though
Well,
because
not
I feel like
Mike, but
I was gonna say like I feel like Drew Allar like especially before his last season was projected to be higher than when we took him. So that actually was a steal. I don't think Will Howard was a steal. I feel like nobody was really gonna take him at that pick. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, you guys can disagree, but I mean, I feel
I
like
don't really.
the Drew Allar pick was more or less a steal than the Will Howard pick was.
Yeah. I
I think
just
the Aller pick was. I mean, you could say. I think your statement or what your logic more is that Aller was a projected higher pick in the
Yes.
draft once and then fell. Howard was never projected high at
Yes.
all.
Yes.
That's true. That's the tools are still there. But that doesn't mean like you like. I hate to be like the the cliche guy by like, oh, Tom Brady in the six, Brock Purdy, Mr. Relevant. Like, there's always those guys, regardless of what you see talent wise, whether it be, poised for the next level and it translating. So
No.
it's the real question of if Howard can do that before Aller can develop his big tools, which I think Aller can
Hmm.
before Howard gets to that level.
And
And
I
I
agree with
think
you.
I agree with you both that Aller's going to be the guy. I mean, after
I
one
really felt
season,
like I really felt like him getting injured last season really hurt him. I really feel like
Yeah.
that really set
Oh
them
my
back a
God,
little bit.
100%. No, I'm not gonna lie. Like as much as I hate Drew Allar,
they
if
wouldn't have
he
drafted
if
Drew.
it,
They wouldn't have drafted him.
that's what I'm gonna say. If he played a
Yep.
full season, I think he would have been picked higher than when we picked him. I just think like I said, he was projected to be higher. I don't think he would have been a first round pick if he played that full season, but I think at least he would have been a second round pick. I don't think we would have had a shot at him. So I think we
Mhm.
really lucked into him, to be honest with you. So I mean, Miles keeps
We're
giving me
talking
these
about Will
looks.
Howard.
Oh,
Yeah,
are we
I'm talking
talking about Will Howard? I
No, I
mean,
was talking
no,
about
no.
Will Howard getting injured with his,
Yeah, we're talking about
I mean,
Will
I guess,
Howard.
but you're still,
Well,
you're
I
still
think
right.
Your
Like,
point makes
you're
sense.
still right.
No, but
But
at the
yeah, I was
same
talking about
time,
Drew.
at the same time
Yeah.
too. I mean, like Will Howard, like you said, it's just. I feel like the same point applies to either side of it. It's just,
yeah.
it's just like I'll just say this. Bottom line of it is that Will Howard and Drew Allar, that's gonna be a battle going into next season. No matter how this season ends out, it's gonna be next season's headline.
It should be, and I hope it is. I hope we really don't. I see tons of things about like Baker Mayfield. Oh my God, we're gonna go get
Oh
him.
yeah, dude,
We're
that
gonna
shit
go get
pisses
this
me
veteran
off.
quarterback.
That shit pisses
But
me
I think if
off.
Mike McCarthy is the coach, I don't think that's gonna happen, which I'm very happy about.
I agree.
But moving away from Steelers football, little bit of bonus content, a good amount. Just going to go real quick with the FedEx St. Jude Championship Golf. I know you guys love talking about golf. Scotty Scheffler, yep, he's gone. Yep, Scotty Scheffler won the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Really dominant performance, just consistent throughout all of his 4 rounds. He went 17 under, won by 8 strokes. Im and Kim, funny name, together. Im and Kim, they did not play good at all. They had a couple bogeys to start, which gave him that 8-stroke lead. Scotty got another $3.6 million in his purse, and he does remain the FedEx standings still at number 1. I mean, in this event, I mean, he ranked first, strokes gained. I mean, obviously, tee to green, he was first. I mean, his putting was really good. That's what, like, if he can get his putting dialed in like he has been, he can win every tournament. Seriously. He was 3rd through 3 rounds. Putting was a huge reason he separated himself. I mean, just him ranking this season in putting, he's 12th, which is all right. His approach is 8th, off the tee 3rd, and then tee to green obviously is 1st. But greens in regulation, 72%. Imagine if I could hit 72%. I could be a pro golfer. I could be a pro golfer, Logan.
He even had to do it through bad luck. Did you see the clip of him hitting the sprinkler and then going in the water and he still won? I mean, as much as we want to talk about Scheffler having a bad, as much as we want to talk about Scheffler hitting a bad, stroke of play recently, by all odds, he put it together here, and this was a good result from him.
His putting is just really good.
No, Caleb. Like, you're talking about the putting, but like Miles said, this was the most, this was Scotty. This is the Scotty that we're used to. Like, this is what I've been expecting all season. And of course, he does it in the last event of the season of the PGA Championship or whatever.
Not loud. There's 2 more, but this is the most important. This is very important. You get
exactly,
a lot of points.
the most points of the season. So, of course, he turns it up then. And you're talking about the putting, but I feel like the majority of his issues were on the approach shots, because that was the thing that he was he was dominant in, that he had the most strokes gained in. And then through this season, you saw he wasn't that good in it. He looked like he was controlling his distance. He was controlling the shot shape. He was controlling literally everything about his shots this tournament. And he was just in control from fucking day one, since Thursday.
Well, that's what he's really good with. Him being able to get a number and be able to just hit that number, like you said, with his approach shots. His distance control is outrageous when he gets it going. But I mean, dude, seriously, him rolling into what's the next tournament, the BMW Championship, him moving into that. I don't even know. I think he has to play in that. Obviously, you can't. You have to play in it. But he's gonna be rolling.
Well, I was gonna say too, Caleb. I just want to add this. Also, Im and Kim. I just want to say that sounds like a cartoon character. That sounds like 2 cartoon characters on a cartoon show. But I mean, I think the thing was with Scotty this Sunday was just the lead that he had going into the day, and just the form that he's playing in. You saw Sam Burns and Im and Kim and I forget the last guy. I think Schnapp or whatever his name is.
Probably one of them. Yeah.
Something like that. It's something like that. It's not Noah Schnapp, but it's something like that. But I mean, just I feel no, I'm being dead serious though. I feel like going into Sunday, seeing he has an 8-stroke lead over you guys, that kind of has to be demoralizing. And like you said, when they went out there at first, they were losing some strokes, and it feel like none of them really had a shot. No. Sam Burns, he had a couple of birdies. He was cooking up in the first 9, but then he lost.
He didn't do good at all.
And the thing is, I remember texting you, Caleb. I'm like, dude, Sam Burns, every fucking tournament, he is in the top 5, but he can never close it out. It is just insane, seeing a guy at the caliber that Sam Burns is playing not be able to win. And any of these guys, I was just gonna say too, it's just this whole championship was out of shot for everybody else. Scotty was gonna win, from Saturday. You knew he was gonna win.
Yeah. Once Im, or I don't know if it was, I forget if it was Kim or Im.
Im or Kim, one of them, 50-50.
I don't know who it was, but one of them, no, I think it was Im. He had a double bogey, which gave Scotty the complete clear. And then when I don't know if he even looked at the leaderboard.
It was
but
him.
Seeing a guy hitting.
I remember that.
It was him, yeah. And just him having a double bogey, to meet the confidence Scotty had to go up there, dude, I just got to hit the green. I got a par. I got to either just birdie. And he was still fucking birdieing. He was still getting onto the green and putting well.
Well, dude,
even
the thing
with that
was,
big stroke.
Dude, and the thing was too is like the real fact that told me that like nobody expected anybody else to win was like I think Tommy Fleet was on like the 15th tee, and he hit his tee
Mhm.
shot, and they showed it. Like usually like the gallery is around, everyone's like watching the shit. Maybe there was like 3 people waiting for his shot to land. Like everybody was on the 18th hole waiting for Scotty to pull up. They knew it was over. Like that's how dominant of a performance we're talking about. Like nobody was watching the other guys.
And his name was Jake Snap. He was -6. He
I
barely
knew it
had
was
any
Snap.
chance.
I knew it was Snap or Snap.
But yeah, it was a clear competition. I mean,
Not
Scotty
Noah.
just
Not Noah. Making
yeah,
that
Scotty
clear.
blew through that. I mean, him going into the BMW Championship, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins that or even just gets up to the top 3. When his putting gets going, like everyone says on the broadcast and just in golf in general, like if you get your putting going,
Exactly.
especially how good he is on the green, on getting in regulation, dude, he is a killer. Moving away though from some Jaden Daniel news. He had a dispute with LSU over his
The
old
news.
number 5 jersey. LSU gave number 5 to sophomore quarterback DJ Pickett for the 2026 season. Pickett was reportedly promised the number during his recruitment. Daniels and his representatives were unhappy with the decision and sent LSU a cease and desist letter asking the school to stop using Daniels' name, image, and likeness in connection with the program. Your thoughts, Miles? Go.
I mean, he wore the number last year. Pickett wore the number last year. He had 3 interceptions as a true freshman at corner. What else could you want to do? I mean, you went 9-3. I'm sure you won the Heisman. You have to have your high horse, but your mom got to step back every once in.
I was just gonna say this has his mom's fucking hands all over it, dude. All
Yeah.
over it. All over it. Like,
I mean, he has nothing proven for him.
exactly. I mean, dude, if you want to be talking about like you want to be on the same level as Joe Burrow, okay, then go out there and go undefeated and fucking win the national championship. What are you talking about? Joe Burrow is an LSU legend through and through. And like, I mean, yeah, you had a good season, you won the Heisman and everything, which is arguable. It could have gone to other players. I don't remember who was in
Should
the
have
Heisman
gone to
running.
Penix. Should have gone to Penix.
Exactly. And so for you to act like you weren't getting fucking ragdolled out there every time you got hit, like, dude, it's just ridiculous. And this has his mom's hand. This has his mom written all over it. That she's just like, oh, they're using your name. They're using your name. You can get money from that. You gotta fucking give her a piggyback ride, dude, and shut the fuck up.
My thing is that you have the Joe Burrow era, like you just said, with Ed Oregon. That's the golden period for LSU.
Yes.
Then you have this at Brian Kelly toxic LSU era, who the old fuck Brian Kelly and fuck Notre Dame.
All right.
The only
Notre Dame.
the only gold lining of his whole tenure has been the Heisman. And it hasn't been good enough for you to remember that. So this whole tenure is going to be one to be forgotten. And if the Heisman is the only bright spot, then it's something that needs to be cherished but not immortalized. It's too much.
Well, can I also say this? I don't know if this is too crazy to like think about, but like, I mean, whenever you even look, like, obviously he transferred from ASU, and you saw like we all know the infamous videos of like his teammates saying "fuck that guy," "take all his shit," "fuck that guy."
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And whenever you think about that, and you look at this LSU shit that's happening, you think like, at least for me, I'm thinking like, damn, maybe ASU, those players were valid. Maybe he was being an asshole. Like, if he's this willing to, you made an NFC championship. You were like rookie of the year. Like you were this great player in the NFL. For you to still care about like somebody using your name in college whenever you won a Heisman that you arguably shouldn't have won. I mean, that's just, I don't know. I like Jaden Daniels as a player, but like, I mean, his character is just, it looks fucking terrible.
You were in the NIL era. You presumably got millions of dollars to transfer to LSU. You got all the accolades, all the awards. What more do you want?
Exactly.
Like, that's the thing. What more do you want? I don't understand what you like. You didn't do anything to preserve this, to want this, treatment that you are so far legally demanding, which I
Hmm.
feel like that's the worst part. Like, if you want to
Yeah.
do this, then come back to college and do something better for the university to make them feel like you are a good character to retire your
Well,
jersey, because your on-field play wasn't enough. You haven't done either.
well, dude, and that's the thing too. He played 1 fucking year there, right?
Hmm.
So what the fuck are you talking about that you have a claim to be like, oh, I was this great guy,
DJ Pickett
even though
played 1 year and five.
we
3
never won.
interceptions, straight freshman.
I was just gonna say like, oh, we never won anything when I was there. Oh, but I won a Heisman. I won a personal trophy. Oh, but I got hit. I got fucking ragdolled every time I got hit. Shut the fuck up. Like what?
DJ
Like,
Pickett's
that's not
had a better
legacy.
legacy so far. He's had
Yeah,
a better legacy so far because he's wearing the number 5 regardless. He put up a great freshman season, and he's still here despite all of this.
exactly.
Like
Yep.
he's been at I feel like that's a lot of the thing that's overlooked in all this. DJ Pickett's the one currently wearing number 5, but you haven't heard a lick of anything from him. He's a true freshman. I mean, this feels
Well,
like it's a shot right at him. It almost
well,
feels like
Why
it
would you
is.
say anything at that point?
well,
Just being quiet's the better, I
I was gonna
guess.
say, yeah, being quiet, it kind of shows me that, like, I don't really know nothing about him. Like, to be honest, I'm just saying I don't really know enough about him.
It's a
But like,
cornerback. They gotta
no,
have mentality. You know
no,
they're gonna
I was
talk
gonna
about a
say,
quarterback if they say some shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say for him to be quiet and like for him to like just kind of put this shit to the side, and he seems like he doesn't really give a fuck. Like and at least he feels like, oh, the university's gonna figure it out. I like that mindset. You don't need to put that shit in your head. Who cares if you're wearing another dude's jersey that didn't do shit for the team? Who cares? Like, you're like Miles, you just said he's arguably been better or more effective for them in his fucking 1 year. So I mean, like, it's just like, just stop bitching, Jaden.
Yeah, I just don't get, like, it's literally a jersey number. I
Yeah,
understand, like,
well, and
I understand, like, there's Hall of Famers that obviously, yeah, they get their jerseys retired or whatnot. Like, yeah, don't wear that jersey. But like you said, he didn't prove anything. I
To
really don't
me,
get it.
and tell me if this is wrong with you both. To me, it almost sounds like it's like, well, you're trying to cherish your college legacy. Do you not think you're gonna set a better legacy in the pros? Do
yes,
you not think you're gonna
Yeah.
set
Uh-huh.
something that's gonna be retired now? Do you not think you're gonna be remembered now? Why are you so holding on to a 1 year legacy in Baton Rouge instead of
well,
being on to setting a 20-year legacy in the NFL?
Uh-huh.
well, I
Mhm.
think also, I don't know, like, this might be a little bit off topic, but like, I think like Michael Irvin said it best, where like whenever you
Oh
have
my
the
God, perfect.
no,
When they look up in the sideline, they think,
exactly,
damn,
exactly,
Michael Irvin.
exactly. Why the fuck? Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, like, I get like having your jersey retired is a big fucking moment and everything, but like he said it best. Like, if CD Lamb drops a ball, they go, oh, Michael Irvin went in and dropped that ball. But if he catches the ball, he said, damn, that looked like Michael Irvin. It's like, I feel like like, I get it. If they're completely different positions, so it's like you kind of can't do that. But like,
And
at
that
the
was
same,
never going to happen for Jane Daniels, let's
yeah,
be honest.
yeah. But at the same
Which
time,
is
it's like,
why this whole thing is ridiculous.
exactly. Like, at the same time, you can still say like, oh, this guy, if he's good or whatever, he's holding my legacy. Oh, if he's bad, oh, my legacy was better with that number. Whatever the fuck, you can still
let
claim
the
that
legacy
number
speak
without it
for
being
itself.
retired.
Let
Exactly.
the legacy
Exactly.
speak for itself.
Exactly.
That's all it comes down to. And he can't. And he thinks legal documentation has to do that battle for him, which proves you weren't enough. Which also proves.
I was
Sorry,
gonna say, which is also retarded. I mean, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I have legal documentation that you guys are gonna say you want to tie my jersey, and like you guys can't use it anymore. Shut the fuck up. Like, I mean, like, I saw the talk when Joe Burrow got asked about it. He was like, "Well, yeah, they said like they're not gonna let anybody use my number or anything, but that was just a vocal promise." And so, like, in his head, it seems like he doesn't give a shit. Like, if somebody else wore 9 on LSU, he wouldn't care.
It's never
the
going to
Michael.
happen,
It's
though. It's different.
It's never gonna happen. But also, I feel like in his head, he probably thinks like it's the Michael Irvin thing. It's like, if they wear it, they'll think about him.
But it's different though.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow was explicitly told vocally that he will not
Yeah.
wear that jersey.
You're right.
And let's be honest, Joe Burrow is the greatest LSU football icon there ever is.
You're right. I'll
Like
give you.
we were both in high. We were all like
Oh
conscious
yeah.
enough to see that 2019 LSU squad. I mean, I don't know. I think it comes down to just the fact that he's trying to hold on to a 1 year thing that probably isn't good enough. And the thing that I think about it is if you transferred from ASU because the opportunity wasn't good enough at LSU, and then you had that chance to win the Heisman, that was your swan song moment. Take it to chest, hold it, take that trophy, use that as a recruitment thing to tell young
Yeah.
kids, hey, hit the portal, do what's best for you. Come to Louisiana State University. Now you're besmidging their program's icon, which has already looked bad in Lane Kiffin right now. Now LSU looks worse than any transfer portal thing. I don't know. I personally, I just think he could be a perfect icon for the program, but right now he's standing himself as someone who should be hated by the LSU football team. Just like Lane, he's positioning himself right next to Nick Saban.
Well, I mean,
As LSU bull craps.
Well, I was gonna say too. I mean, I feel like this kind of goes on to what you were saying. I feel like the legacy of Joe Burrow. Like, I mean, we still talk about it, and we still talk about those games and the team that he had and everything, and like the championship run that he had. It's like, do we really talk about Jaden Daniels' last season? Like, he was
Opted out of the bowl game. Opted out of the bowl game.
That's what. Yeah, I mean, just like Notre Dame. I mean, it's just like fucking. Just giving up when the lights are brightest. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I feel like you can't, like, going back to Joe Burrow thing, you can't claim to, like, be on the level of him whenever you just didn't do as much as he did. You didn't provide as much for the organization or for the college. You didn't bring as much attention.
Or give back.
Yeah,
care
exactly.
Or give back anything.
Exactly.
That's what it cares. That's what it stands for. You didn't care or give back.
Exactly.
But I mean, Kaleb, you got it. We spent too much up on this. JD5's been the joke of the internet right now. Well, Kaleb, give our hats off right now.
Yeah, fuck Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow is the best.
Shout out Joe Burrow
of all time.
Hopefully he stays healthy.
But let's talk a little basketball. We heard Russell Westbrook. He had his retirement.
This didn't happen 3 years ago? I thought this happened like 3 years ago.
Low key, it feels like it should have.
He was 37 years old. Obviously, he played point guard. If you didn't know, he played 18 seasons. He was the number 4 overall pick. He played for UCLA. He played for the Thunder. Obviously, that's what he's usually known for. Rockets, Wizards, Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, and the Kings. He's a 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA, 2-time scoring champion. He is an MVP in the 2016 and 2017 season. He was named to the NBA 75th anniversary team. He has the most triple-doubles and 209 career triple-doubles, most in NBA history. I just want to talk a little bit about him. I mean, I like Russ. I never had any hatred to him. I didn't like how he hopped teams. That's the only thing I didn't like about him. I mean, you're playing with, you're playing with about 7 teams. I didn't like that. Wish he stuck to like a few. I don't know. I don't like when other players hop teams a lot.
No.
But I mean, my question is like, do you guys think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
He was dominant in his time when he was in his prime.
I think he's. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Logan?
No, I was just gonna say, man. I think Kaleb, you said it perfectly. I mean, like when you think about Russ, you think about OKC Russ, and I mean, like, I'm not gonna say it. I mean, I'm gonna say it. I feel like that enough. Like the triple-double season and like the stuff that he did at OKC and just like how loyal he was to them until they were basically done with him. I feel like that's enough for him to get into Hall of Fame. Like, I mean, triple-double for a season. He was the MVP. He was the shining star of OKC. I mean, like you said, though, it's just, I feel like the one thing that does kind of kill his legacy, which doesn't kill it enough for him to not make the Hall of Fame, that's what I'm going to say, is, like you said, the team hopping was just like, it felt like he never really had a spot after OKC. I mean, the Rockets, he was there for like 2
The
years, I
Wizards, he
think.
did. The Wizard. Well, I mean, he was going crazy with the
He
Wizards.
was
but
going crazy on the
never.
Wizards, but it felt like, especially like you said, like on the Wizards, it's like it didn't mean shit because the Wizards sucked. So it was like it was the wrong move there. But like
Yeah.
I don't know if he was
Oh.
traded there, to be honest with you, but I mean,
That's the
it's
thing
just,
I was about to
yeah.
say is that it's he seems like he. That's the thing. That's the only bounce back I will have on that team hopping thing is that he would have stayed loyal to everywhere he was at. He just was continuously. It's not like he was in free agency going here,
I agree. I
or
can see
like
that.
another guy who's still playing, Kevin Durant. Oh, I want to get traded. I want to get traded. I want to get traded. But
True.
the thing I wanted to say is, and you talked about it there, that Westbrook peak in OKC. I mean, we are some young guys. We're like 20 years old, but I mean, I think that period over there was top 3 basketball peaks I've ever seen. It's him in OKC, the LeBron 2016, 2018, whatever
Yeah.
2 years you want to pick, and then Harden. I think it's between those 3. The 30-point per game Harden and those 3. I mean, I don't know if that's a fair take,
No,
but I mean, I think his peak is top 3 peak I've ever seen.
no, I mean, Miles, I 100% agree with you. And like, me, I'm a little ashamed to admit it, but I was a Russ hater. And, whenever he was getting those triple doubles, I'm like, oh, he's stat padding. It doesn't matter. And then whenever you really look back on that season, you look back on those games, it's like, sure, sometimes he was, but like in reality, no. He was just that fucking good. Like, and it's
He had
insane.
no one else.
It's insane.
He had no one
it's
else.
insane that he had no one else, but he was still averaging 10 assists, 10 rebounds, and 10 points. Or 20 points, I think.
You want to look at that roster. He had 2 centers. One of them is Steven Adams, who's currently playing. One of them is trying to play in the WNBA. In Enos Freedom. We should have talked about that. We should have talked about Enos Freedom. But, I mean, that's how bad his roster has been. I mean, what does he have? Robertson, who's not even in the league. I mean,
He deserved the championship.
he does. I mean, that's going to be the story of a lot of guys' career, but he's not the most who deserved the championship. That's the thing. He's not the most.
I will say, though, he's probably,
True.
I don't know, he's got to be like top 10, top 5 players who have been like one of the best that never won. Like, I mean, like, it's crazy that he never won one. Like Kaleb said, it's like you would have, like, with the stats that you see Kaleb, stop flashing that fucking money. It's distracting me. But with the stats that you see him put up and like the team, especially with like the shitty teams that he had, it's like you look at it and you're like, okay, that's why he didn't win. But like, I mean, I just feel like he should have gotten something. Like, it's so disappointing.
Before we put a pocket in this and go to the UFC, because I know that we have a lot to talk about there, but there was a lot of rumors this offseason that, Westbrook got interest from overseas things like some Israel team and someone in Turkey. If you were Westbrook, would you go do that to continue your career rather than retiring where you're at? Do you think he made the right decision just retiring?
Yes, dude, 100%. Why the fuck would he? It's not like he's Dwight Howard. He doesn't need to go to fucking China to go play, or Israel.
Well, but that same logic, he didn't need to go to Sacramento, but he did.
Well, but that's different. That's
the thing.
different.
That's the logic that it's going to be.
But I mean, at the same time, I mean, if you're putting that logic on, I just think you're kind of fucking stupid. I'm not gonna lie. That's completely different situations. But I mean, it's just. I just feel like it would have done nothing for him. So I feel like he obviously made the right decision. Like, I feel like he did enough to be a Hall of Famer, to be a guy that people do remember. Like, it's like, I'm not going to forget Russell Westbrook. Like, I'm going to remember the season he had a triple-double every game. I'm going to remember the buzzer beater he hit when Steven Adams passed him the ball. I'm going to remember his crowd reactions and all the shit that all the antics he would do on the court. Like,
but would you remember his dance in his campaign?
You're going to make me cry.
I might remember that. Too. I might be the cherry on top.
Cry. After all
but
that,
we got to move on. We got to move on. That makes me cry, too.
Yeah, let's go to some UFC 330.
It was a good sleeping. It was a good sleep to watch next to this.
Yeah, I know you were sleeping.
He
I
was
was.
on. We're not going to really talk about any other fights. I wasn't able to watch any of those fights. I didn't go
No,
back to even watch any of those fights. I just
no.
wanted to talk about the two title fights. Starting off first with the Women's Strawweight Championship.
Oh
Mackenzie
my
Dern is
God.
obviously the champion versus Gillian Robertson. There is a bit to talk about. Obviously, Dern's first title defense. Robertson enters on a five fight win streak. That's why she got this title shot. Dern was all over Gillian. I mean, Dern won 5-0. I mean, my thoughts. I don't know if Logan are going to say it, but like my thoughts with Gillian. And am I saying the right Gillian? Yeah, I am
Yeah,
saying it
you're
right.
right.
Her coach, her fucking.
Oh my God, yes.
You want to talk about that, Logan?
No, I was just gonna say, it's just, I mean, it is fucking insane. Like, I mean, I watched the fight. She got dominated. Like
Yeah.
there was no chance in hell she was winning. But for her fucking corner man to go into the and I don't know if you guys saw it, but like the pregame or the pre-fight interview, like she was asked about him and was like, "Oh yeah, this will mean the world to us. This will be the
Yep.
best thing for us. Like he's coached me since I was 15." And then he goes on the
Oh,
and then yes. And
I
then he
don't
go-
know anything about what you're about to say.
Yes.
So come on.
and Miles, and
Yep.
then he goes on the fucking post, and then he goes on the post-fight interview shit, and he says, "Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is the farthest that she can go. I don't think she can win a title. I mean, I think." And then he makes it about himself, and he says, "Oh yeah, this is the last fight that I'm cornering." Good riddance, bitch. Get the fuck out of here, you toxic motherfucker. What are you
I hope
talking
they do that.
about?
I hope Dana does something. I hope Dana fucking gets him out. Like that's fucked up. Like just
No,
to,
it is,
I hope Dana does
100%.
something about that.
You coached that.
Yeah,
to make
Chad
it
made a
all
good
about
Coached her
point.
since she was 15.
Exactly.
And then you're gonna say
Chad made a
and
good
then you're
point. You
gonna
get
say,
5 rounds of Dern recoil.
dude, and no, this is just the thing. No, it's just the thing. It's like you're gonna say like this woman that you've coached since she was 15. You're just gonna be like, oh yeah, this is her ceiling. She can't do anything else. Are you fucking
Like
kidding
sure,
me?
like she ran into a yeah, like that's just crazy, man. Like she had
She
a bad
ran
night.
to a
I mean,
brick
she ran
wall,
to a
yeah.
Dern that like she was, yeah. Mackenzie Dern is just she was on her A game. I mean, but still, I mean, people go into a title shot and completely shit the bed and then get back up there. Like it happens,
Yeah.
but for her coach to do that, like that's fucked up. And I hope Dana White fucking fires that fucking motherfucker. I hope he never.
He
sees fucking
doesn't have a
TV ever.
choice. What do you
'Cause
mean?
to make that
Dana
shit-
White filed.
But I hope he
Well,
does.
dude. Also, my question is like, I don't know how like big of a guy he is, and like, I think he actually he like corners a lot of the fighters, or like a good amount. But like, dude, why the fuck was he even there after a fighter that he had was in the corner? Like, I don't know. That just feels
I
weird
think
to
he
me
does
that like
the
we're
post-game. I
interviewing
think
this
he
guy.
does.
But no. I'm just saying it feels weird that we're interviewing this guy. Act like you. I know you're about to say, Caleb, like he does the interviews like after the fight and shit. But like, it feels weird that we're interviewing him after he just had a fighter in the octagon. Like what?
Yeah, that's not normal.
That's
not
weird.
normal.
But I think he's a
I
part of
agree.
the post game show. I think I don't know much
But
about. I think
still,
his name's
he
Dean
shouldn't be
Thomas.
if his fighter was just
Yeah.
in there.
He shouldn't be on the post game.
That's conflict of interest.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I think he is added to that panel on Paramount. I think he is, but I hope he doesn't see fucking television ever again.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
that
no,
was
he
fucked up.
shouldn't. He shouldn't after that bullshit he pulled.
But yeah, moving on to the main event, welterweight championship: Islam Makhachev versus Ian Gary. Makhachev is 28-1. Gary is 17-1. Makhachev is riding a 16-fight win streak. Obviously, I mean Islam kind of dominated, or 17-2. Yeah, you're right. But
'em.
Islam did dominate control time. I mean, honestly, he dominated control time, but honestly, he didn't do much on the ground. Couldn't really get Gary on the ground. Couldn't really get him on his feet. Stuff I have to talk about Gary, and I know we're going to talk about it. Just I wanted to say it first was just Gary just didn't move his feet
Yes.
a lot. Like he didn't move his feet at all. I mean, the announcers were saying like last fight he was moving his feet a lot. Didn't really do much. Kind of just let Islam attack him first before he went to Islam, which it makes sense. I mean, Islam, like if you make one wrong move, you're on your ass. But still, when you're in a title fight and you're obviously losing, you have to fucking go. And it felt like, dude, he was being too fucking nice to Islam too. And Dana White said that shit in the post-fight press conference. You're being too fucking nice. It's round 5. You're going into round 5. Why are you fucking hugging each other? Why are
Yeah.
you hugging him? You're in a fucking fight.
No, 100%. He was being too nice to him the entire weekend. Like I know we all saw the viral clips of Habib and fucking Makhachev talking about it and being like,
Yeah.
"Be nice, brother. When someone's giving you respect, you be nice to them." And he was telling him shut up. And it's like, but in my opinion, I get it from Islam because that shit was just getting annoying. Like, you know, like, oh, he's the best. He's the champ. Oh, like, Like, shut
Stop
up.
dick
You're gonna
riding.
fight him. Like, and the fact that like I will say, Caleb, you said like Islam dominated. I think Islam. I don't know if this is crazy, but I think Islam did enough. I think he obviously was
Wait,
winning the round. He was
dominated with
winning the
control
rounds.
time.
He was winning the rounds, but he wasn't dominating, especially in like 4-5, 3 or 4-5. Like 1 and 2, he was dominating. But after that, it seemed like he kind of lost a little bit of gas. But he did enough.
The thing I have to ask you both is that a lot of, like, obviously it was a very grappling heavy fight, and a lot of, like you just said, a lot of the criticism was on Gary for not capitalizing on that he just didn't, like, it seemed like with the grappling he didn't have a chance, but he did have a chance and he just didn't capitalize on it. So I just gotta ask you guys, like, people feel like, I mean, personally it feels like a lot of the criticism is heavy on Gary, but it almost overlooks the fact that Makachev had a terrible fight. I mean, he was not an entertaining championship fight, and it almost poses this question: like, is it the champ or the contender? Which one has to pose? Like, do you go in to win or do you go in to have a fight? Because neither one had
I
a
just felt like
game plan
Gary
to make it
just
interesting.
seriously, like Gary just didn't like. I don't know what was up with him when I was just watching. He didn't feel like he wanted to win. Like he just kept fucking, like Logan said, just glazing fucking Islam.
Yeah.
You did this, you did that. You're the
Well,
greatest of all time. You're so good at
yes.
grappling. Like you can strike. He has.
Well-
I know he's up there with Sean O'Malley when it comes to striking and actually hitting fighters in the fucking face. He's good. I think he's 70% or something like that. Like he's really good when it comes to his hands, and he didn't fucking do anything.
Well, dude, it's like Miles said. It's like with the challenger versus the champion. Like, who has? I feel like this is what you're kind of saying. I don't know if I'm paraphrasing, but it's like who has to go out there and impress more. And it's definitely the challenger. Like the challenger has to do more to win the belt. Like you had. It's the saying in all combat sport. You have to beat the man to beat them to be the man. So it's like. If he goes out there and he's glazing him the whole time and he has too much respect for him where he's not throwing shots, of course you're going to fucking lose in a 4-1, 3-2 decision because you're not doing anything, especially when Islam looks like he's losing his gas. Like, you are defending those takedowns. You are defending his strikes. Why the fuck aren't you capitalizing on it? You should have done more on the feet, and whenever he had you in those takedowns, you should have done more to take out of his gas tank. You took out of his gas tank a lot, but, like, you could have done more. It's just, I feel like he had way too much respect for him, especially like Caleb said, like whenever he was going to take him down, he looked scared. Like he looked like he knew he was going to go down, but then it's like he's staying up. So it's like, I don't know why you're scared.
I mean,
Yeah,
worst case scenario, it was either tied or he was down in that 5th round when he did that stunt that he pulled.
I agree.
Yeah.
Which is terrible. Even to be in the position that he was against the Islam Makhachev was ridiculous. He looked competent, and he just didn't. I mean, Dana said the killer instinct point. It lingers as much as I don't want to like. As much as a fat guy here sitting on this chair, want to say. Ian Makhachev or whatever. Ian Gary didn't have a killer instinct against Makhachev. Like I don't want to pull that point, but it does feel valid.
No, Miles, I don't think that's ridiculous to say at all. I mean, I can be a little chud sitting here too and I've never fought a day in my life, but I can say he did not have that killer instinct. He did not look like he wanted to win that fight. I'll tell you that. And especially I tweeted about it too. It's like you have his corner telling him he's doing a good job in the first fucking 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Like you're just blowing smoke up this guy's
championship
ass.
fight to survive. You can't go to a championship fight to survive. You have to go to win.
Exactly.
You have to have a game plan to win, not survive. And it seems like his game plan was so limited just to survive 5 rounds.
Exactly. And it's like, dude, it feels like, especially like whenever he was talking about like the lead up, it's like obviously he was respecting him. But he was clearly talking about the match like, oh yeah, this is the biggest match I've had in my life. So for you to go in there and not look like it's the biggest match of your life, what the fuck are you doing? I've seen more energy and more action and more fucking raw just potential out of him out of like unranked fights. Like I don't understand why the hell it's just all of a sudden you're fighting this guy that your stepson loves and now you can't fucking fight him. You don't know
And
how
it's sad to
to
say.
throw a punch.
Well, that was definitely a point. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
That was
for
definitely
sure.
that had to have been a mental point. But it's sad to say, but this was probably the fight that put Islam in the GOAT conversation.
Mm-hmm. I'm not
Bro,
gonna lie.
he's a double champ, dude.
Well,
That's like
I think
he's
I don't know if this is crazy to say, but I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like Islam, even went with his one loss, has done more since 2015, whenever he did have his last loss. Like, from his last loss to now, like, I don't know. To me, it's comparable, if not better than Habib, his predecessor.
which is crazy. I mean, Khabib said when he was going to retire that he was going to be to the tippy top, and look at Islam now. He's double
Yeah.
champ. He's done literally almost.
Well,
I mean,
and also, wait,
what else
I
does
want
he
to say,
have?
too. I don't know if you guys saw, but like the thing that makes me, I love Islam, but the thing that makes me love him even more is that the fact that after the post-fight press conference, the interviewer was asking him like about after Ramadan, like how is he gonna fight, like how many fights is he gonna have, and he was saying, I need to fight before Ramadan. I'm 30. I'm however old I am. I need to fight now. Like I
Yes.
need to do this now. And it's like, dude, for you to be a double champ and for you to still be this hungry and this competitive, it's like that's just that Dagestani blood. Like I mean, it's crazy the fucking
They're
the drive that they have. Like it's like I mean, he just wants to be the greatest of all time, and I'm here for it.
Team Khabib's record is like 109 out of all of them. All the people that he coached, they're like 109-2 with 2 losses. Like that's like
Yeah, and
he
one of them is
building a
fucking Umar Nurmagomedov, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah. I mean, just going back to the fight. I mean, Gary had a chance to win. I mean, Makhachev, I've never seen like he was super tired in that 3rd round. So yeah, I mean, Gary, I just have nothing else to say with him. It's just I don't understand his fighting mentality when he went into that fight. I felt like he could have won, and just I don't get it. I don't know. We don't fucking fight, so we don't know
so,
what
like,
he was thinking. Like we could say what we want, but like
Well,
he definitely didn't have the killer instinct.
we don't know what we're gonna watch next. I
That's
mean,
what I was gonna
holy
say.
shit! What do they got? What do they got? This was supposed to be the big event after the freedom, their generational run, if it will.
Yeah.
Which also staggered out the fucking gate. I mean, McGregor literally staggered out the gate. He tore his ACL on one kick. And now we hear Gary doesn't pull any, upset or anything that is worth watching. It just felt like the
Nurmagomedov fights again.
UFC.
Well,
Umar Nurmagomedov, he fights in his UFC fight night.
Well, I will say,
Talking about
Miles,
him.
I think a lot of this from the UFC's part, especially, was banking on Ian Machado.
Yeah, they were
Gary.
banking on a lot of results, and that just didn't happen.
Yeah, and like, to be honest with you, like I mean, like some of the fights in like the undercard and like the main card, like before the main events, were like they were pretty good, but it's just like I don't know. Whenever you have a hyped matchup like this, I mean. Not the most hyped ever, but it is a hyped matchup, and like you said, it was supposed to be the big event after McGregor and after 250 to like kind of carry you on.
Yeah, it was your follow up to show that this was something that you could sustain.
Yeah, and if for it to be, I'm gonna say it, for it to be low key kind of a dud, I don't know.
It was a dud. It was a dud.
It didn't, and like you said, it's like, what do we get next then? Like, what's next for Ian Machado Gary? Like, I mean, like the dude
What's
was
next
set,
for the UFC?
dude
What can you bring in that gets you
Well, they already
excited?
have the fights already scheduled. It's
Well, yeah,
gonna
we
be Van
got
and
like
Pantoja, too.
Pantoja versus fucking Van. It's like, I mean, that's a
gonna be a
good
good fight.
matchup, but like,
That's
I
a
mean,
good fight.
it's the what is it, flyweight?
Flyweight, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
like that's
Where is their superstar punch? They don't have it anymore.
Well, also, I'm gonna say too on that point of like the Pantoja Van fight, flyweight main events never do well. So they gotta have another main event on top of that too. So I mean, it's just been the trend. Every time it's a flyweight championship, it's the co-main. So I mean, you can't have that to sustain. So I mean, there got to be some other big match in there.
I mean, there's not a big match. I mean, Volk fights. I mean, Van's going to fight again. He's going to defend his championship against Marab.
Who does Volk fight? What are you talking about? It's not a big match.
Volk fights. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Elov.
Mosar Evloev.
Evloev.
Evloev. Mosar Evloev.
So wait,
Yep,
they're on the same card as Pantoja and Van.
No. This is a whole different. No, Pantoja. That's their own card. He's the main event. Pantoja's the main event, and Van's the main event. And then I think it's either Volk, and then it's Marab versus Van, I believe. But could be flip-flopped. But yeah, there's no like superstar. There's no like, but I mean, it's still good. I mean, the undercards are not like crazy, like, oh, like I can't wait to watch the undercards, but I mean, popping off against the White House. I mean, dude, you're not going to top that until probably next year, maybe.
Well,
Maybe they have another big fight, but
They
like,
would have
still,
been
that was
okay
really
if
good.
Ilya won. Then they would have a guy to rally their whole company behind. Now they have no
no,
one.
I was gonna say too.
True.
Also, I was like, even if McGregor went out there and had a good fight against Holloway, at least maybe you have the image of, oh, McGregor's coming back and he had this close fight against Holloway or whatever. And it's just like, so it feels like they really have no traction in their next fights. Like, it feels like there's no real like main event
Well,
I'm really looking forward to.
I think that's true, and I do think I'm not trying to take away from your point because your point's completely true. But I think the biggest loss with that McGregor fight was it shot a hole in the fact that UFC is a veteran sport. Like it shot the fact that like these old guys like a Tony Ferguson. I mean, I know he's not fighting, but an Edson Barboza, as we
Yeah,
just saw in a recent fight, like that these old guys will be entertaining fights.
yeah.
Like the McGregor thing
That's
just shot a hole in it. If the biggest name that you have at an old guy can't sell and it just looks that bad, why would we care about half the old guys you send out here?
that's I think you polished my point of what I was trying to say. That's
Yeah,
exactly what I
I
was
mean,
trying to say.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for. Yeah, this is gonna do it
Yeah,
for
we got
next
to end this
episode.
episode. Holy shit.
I don't really think there's going to be anything much for next episode. I mean, Pirates, I guess Steelers are going to have their another preseason, so we'll be looking out for that. It's going to be
well,
on
we have our
Friday.
bet on the table, so we could check on next episode if me and Logan are getting closer to our tattoos. The Pirates get
True.
closer. If the Pirates get closer to a wild card spot and making the playoff.
And they will make the playoffs. I'm telling you. I'm calling it. They're going to beat the Dodgers in a series, and they're going to beat the Tigers. We'll see you for episode 21. Have a good night.